So Crawford's a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight because of the way he switches his styles and the way that he's able to just break down his opponents. When you look at him, what sticks out to you as a fighter?
I mean, I don't see nothing special in him, you know. He may switch, I switch too. And a lot of people going on, a lot of people, this is the way I see it. When people go into a fight scared, they already lost. They already beat themselves. I'm not scared of anyone. I'll fight whoever. You can put a bear in front of me, I'm gonna fight him, you know. I'm not scared of anyone. So when I train to win. I don't believe in second place, and that's what we come to do. So hopefully we get that fight, you know. And once I get that fight, I'm gonna show the world that I'm the best, you know, at 147, and I'm gonna beat him.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view. My drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my production. But it's going to be very difficult for both of us. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Preview and Prediction Thursday, and we have some fights to discuss, give our predictions, and, you know, I guess I don't know really what to say. This weekend, it's kind of tough. The biggest fight out there is Terence Crawford. There is some WBSS World Boxing Super Series is in effect this weekend. But we also have the vacating of the WBO title by Billy Joe Saunders after the Massachusetts Commission denies him a license due to his positive drug test results. So Andre moves on to fight someone named Kawatanda something. We'll get Jeffrey on the job for sure for the vacant title. Then we have some Whyte, Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz December 1st or December 22nd news. And I have some very interesting inside information as I talk to Luis Ortiz's team today. Pacquiao versus Broner. Rumors all over the internet saying that Pacquiao has signed with Haymon, and some pretty notable websites have picked this up, so we're bringing you this information. Alleged two-fight deal. We'll give you more details soon. We got Tabiti's debut on the World Boxing Super Series. Tete's return, right? I believe he was already on there. Shakur Stevenson on ESPN. Terence Crawford on ESPN. Lewis Ritson back this weekend on DAZN. And Gervonta Davis being accused of a strip club attack. So we have a bunch of news and notes that we got to get to as well. If this is something that you're interested in, something that you want to partake in, you know the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. I'm going to get on out to my co-host in the Bay Area, Ron G. What's good?
People want their subjective preferences to be the objective reality.
Where did the kids ever get to read and to hear and to see about the greatness of these people, these fighters?
It's like the Yankees, for example, in baseball, very good at trading on their past. The Celtics do it in basketball very well. And that's something boxing, because boxing has the richest history of all. That's something we should really be trading on, I think.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? So we got some echoes. But check it out. We got Terence Crawford, of course, coming on. Allegedly, he's supposed to be pound for pound. When you look up Ring Magazine, ESPN, BoxRec, Boxing Scene, he's easily in the top 2 in all their pound for pounds. So this fight, many people are predicting as a mismatch. We also have Demetrius Andrade and allegedly this big power puncher. So we're going to go and describe a little bit about him. All the Manny Pacquiao news, Dillian Whyte, you know, King Kong Ortiz. Is that something that's going to go down? You know, so let's just start the show.
Let's get right into it, man. I mean, I guess first bit of news that we need to discuss is the Crawford fight, right? I mean, is that the biggest fight of the weekend in your opinion? Ron?
It's definitely a slow week in boxing when it comes to competitive fights, I would say. Terence Crawford would be the biggest fight. It's on U.S. soil. ESPN is going to be broadcasting it, allegedly pound for pound. And this is his, possible showcase to see what he can do in the welterweight division, regardless of the competition.
Well, let's get out to Arkansas's own, right?
Him 50 million. Whether people thought it was real or not, motherfucker, we ain't playing. Who got time to play? I'm ready to whoop ass and get this money. You feel me?
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in. BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's going on, baby? TBV, Thursday flagship, we're back with another one. Terence Crawford, the pound for pound, no alleged or no top two. The number one pound for pound king is back this weekend in Omaha, Nebraska. Also, we got a bit of Pacquiao news. You know what I'm saying? It looks to be very, very interesting. Also, we got Billy Joe Saunders, who had to give up that strap. You know what I'm saying? He was doing something that he wasn't supposed to do under VADA rules, but not under UCAD rules. So kind of a great area right there. And also, we got possible Whyte Ortiz for December. So great show. Let's go on, get into it.
Monotone Mike, what's up, bro? You sound like you just waking up.
Really?
Should be excited, man.
I know, right? I'm about to take a dig. Is it a lack of excitement because of the lack of opposition?
Lack of opposition? You guys are not excited? I mean, have you guys not been seeing the fucking video that been going around this week?
Oh, you mean the video that Jose Benavidez Jr.'s trainer said was all a top-ranked setup? How they were asked to go to Bud's Crawford's gym, and then all of a sudden Bud's wife and family was there, and all of a sudden Brian McIntyre and Bud crashed the party? I mean, people call Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fake. I mean, this reeks of setup. Poorly staged at that.
Oh, my setup. A setup for what? A setup for what? The guy and him got bad blood. Guy, I mean, if,
maybe you want to talk into the mic, turn up the mic. I don't know. Wake up a bit, get a cup of coffee. I don't know. Is it the volume or are you just sleeping over there?
Does this sound better?
I mean, nothing changed.
Yo. What's going on?
I mean, we hear you, but you sound
like what?
Little low, I would say. Ron, any thoughts?
Yeah, a little muffled, man. It sounds like you're hiding.
Hell yeah, overhand in the chat. They did go racial too. Fucking what was it? Benavidez got racial. He said, "What you want me to bring you some chicken and water?" Yo, like, when are people gonna stop this chicken shit? That's some bullshit right there, bro. Like, damn. But I mean, look, I'm not. It doesn't excite me, and I'm not all like ooh because. Whatever, bro. Benavidez is in a position with me where he has to prove, everything, back up everything that he's saying. So I'm gonna give him a shot Saturday night. Unfortunately, that fight starts at 10:30. I mean, the card. So I don't know what time Bud's gonna be fighting. Maybe 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning.
About 11. Probably about 11.
About 11.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur.
You are very low, Mike. So wherever your mic is, that line, you need to turn the gain up.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna be later. 10:30 over there.
I think it's definitely past 11. He's wishfully thinking with 11 because Shakur is the co-main. So whoever's the opener, who's that? Michaela Mayer?
They got ESPN Plus, so it's actually only going to be Shakur, Stevenson, Dingos, and Crawford, and everything else is going to be on ESPN Plus.
Well, so I watched the press conference. That was entertaining. There was some entertainment there. I just feel like even Crawford feels the way that I feel. You know what I mean? He knows what this is. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I never seen Crawford like I've seen him confident, but it seems a little bit arrogant in a sense, not in a bad way. But he's talking about his mom. He's at the ringside, like he's really, being brassy. He's talking a lot in this fight.
He said your mom's a bitch, right? That was crazy.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
That was crazy. But this is what we wanted, right? Like some of us, a fraction of us wanted Crawford to be more vocal. Some of us said, hey, he doesn't have to act Adrian Broner. So this is in between, right? This is a very fine line here. He gave you that one, I guess, crossing of the line by saying your mama's a bitch, right? Did he say your mama or your mother? But I know he said something like that. One of the two words to use. Either you use your mama or your mother.
Yep.
But
he called his mama a bitch.
Say what?
He called his mama. He called his mama a bitch.
Man, you sound like. Won't you just yell?
I don't know what the fuck going on, bro.
Show his Crawford excitement.
Yo.
It's definitely your game, Mike. You got to go to the mixer, hit the knob that says gain is usually all the way at the top.
Yeah, it's all the way up.
Well, I don't know. You dropped that shit. But
well, let's talk. Well, all right. Well, so this one, let's talk about the objective things about Jose Benavidez. So these are all the things about Jose Benavidez. So he has a claimed record of 120 wins and 5 losses, including 1 win over Jamal James in amateurs. He's taller and has a longer reach than Crawford. Now, when it comes to ranking in the sanctioning body, now this is where a lot of people go back and forth on this fight. He's ranked number 1 in the WBA, but when you look at the WBO ranking, he's ranked number 14. And in the WBO, he's ranked below Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas is 3. Adrian Broner is number 4. Jeff Horn is 10, ranked in WBO. Even Rashadi Ellis is ranked number 12.
Yeah, but this is voluntary, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, I know it does matter for us hardcores and the people that want to be unbiased and kind of give equal hatred. But if we start saying things, that are really not pro Crawford, we're just going to get a bunch of people telling us we're haters.
Yeah, I mean, well, the big thing is after this fight, because Bob Arum's already speaking on the fact that, he's proactively claiming that he's going to seek for the Errol Spence fight after the Benavidez fight. So it's kind of already shown that they've already kind of moved on, from Benavidez, and they're already trying to make these fights with Showtime.
Yeah, they also said that in the conference call, right, Mike? I mean, Mike was on that call, and I heard Todd DeBuff interrupt and say, "Look, this is nonsense. We're going to make the biggest fights. We have no issue." But no one pressed them. No one said, "Does Crawford have to stay on ESPN to make these fights?" You know what I mean? There was no follow-ups there. So they're saying the right things in the media, but they're fighting Benavidez. That's just the bottom line.
I mean, who else do you want him to fight?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll answer your question when we can hear you, buddy.
This shit right here is fucking ridiculous.
Look, there was an ESPN. When you go on ESPN.com, they had Terence Crawford talk with Stephen A. He's mentioned that he doesn't want to fight Manny Pacquiao. He claims that he has the right to go and fight Mayweather and do the things that that he feels like his legacy has already been solidified. So he's ruled that fight out. And they're talking about, and he's been talking about lately, like, I only want to fight the real champions. So saying that he only wants to fight, he's saying he wants to fight Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. So after this fight, if he says he wants to fight these guys and the fights doesn't happen, would you say now he's ducking?
I'm not even going to get into that, but I mean, because I don't want to call anyone a duck, right? Who am I? I don't know the ins and outs of the contracts or the negotiations. But I did hear them say what you said, you know what I mean? As far as Manny Pacquiao not being a real champion. I wanted to actually clip that audio to play it throughout multiple shows whenever someone is going up for an interim belt or a WBC silver belt, the one that Dillian Whyte has, because Crawford's audio is amazing, the way he shitted on those silver belts, them interim belts, not super champion belts. Like, that was dope. I just didn't clip it. I thought Mike would have done it, but
I mean, I didn't see how I sound now. Do I sound better?
Well, you're definitely not connected to your mic now. So you need to go to settings in the Hangout. But you'll get it together, buddy. Don't you worry about it. You're going to become a pro soon enough, and we're going to be talking boxing. And we miss you around here because let me tell you, he is the pro Crawford guy. Like somehow, some way, Mike is excited about this. And I think a couple of years ago, I probably would have been, you know why? Because it's like I kind of get caught up, Ron, in the height and the reach. But over and over, fighters that are skilled have showed me that, you know, height and reach doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this many times. I mean, Floyd Mayweather with Corrales, Mikey Garcia with Robert Easter recently. And then Crawford already made a claim that he's fought people bigger and longer. And you know, when it comes to reach and height, like Ndongo, with someone who possessed those so-called height and reach advantage. I mean, he was able to outperform him, better skill, better timing, better footwork. So I'm expecting the same thing from Crawford in this type of fight. Seeing the fact that, you know, it just really feels like a showcase fight. He's back at Omaha, you know, doing his first title defense. It's ranked, you know, number 14. You know, he's having a little fun. I also think, you know, showcasing his brass talk, you know, and you know, I like it. The big thing at this point, since people rank him so high in pound for pound, he needs to do what we all expect, because at that point, if he doesn't have another razzle dazzle performance where he's switching stances and making it look easy, knocking on people's heads like Felix Diaz, is going to put a big problem, you know, on his image. And Top Rank is going to probably have to do some damage control if he doesn't get Benavidez out easy and smooth.
I mean, he really not looking good when he last got.
Bruh, you got to handle yourself. You are not connected correctly. You got, it's really, really bad.
Bad, damn.
Bad. Like
I love how this is during the Crawford talk. Like,
yeah, karma, right? Karma. Then boxing guys don't want to hear him.
That's bullshit. How I sound now? Do I sound at least good now?
No, brother.
You sound like you're eating trash can.
Now you're probably, whatever you did to turn it up, you're way too high. This is why, you know.
Is it better now?
Oh,
there you go.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. God damn it. Okay, man. All the hate for fucking Crawford, bro, has got to stop, man. This guy he's trying to stay busy, bro. Jose Benavidez was talking shit earlier this year. He continued this shit talking yesterday. When he called Crawford a bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm from where that bitch word is not something we just throw around. So whatever you dish out, you can expect something coming back worse. And what he said was fucking a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone calling somebody's mom the B word, but it is boxing. It is boxing.
Yeah, more like WWE. You know what I'm saying? I just want some of that equal hate to go around. Whenever I'm excited about someone doing any out-of-ring antics, it's like, oh, Ness, you like the WWE. You like that bullshit. You're such a casual. Now Crawford does it, and it's like, oh, this is gold. This is gold. It's okay. It's boxing. This is boxing.
Shit was real, bro. Shit wasn't fake. Shit wasn't staged.
You do know that was Crawford's gym.
I know it's Crawford gym, but the confrontation between him, like those words, I don't think they rehearsed the words. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit they said was not like just like random jokes. They were really
So the words that they said weren't just random jokes, and it wasn't staged. So the coach of Benavidez saying, "Yo, that shit was staged. Y'all set us up."
His wife and them being there. I mean, that's their gym, like he said.
He said your wife and family and friends, then you guys showing up. He didn't just say just the wife.
He showed up. I mean, what you would say? It's gonna be a lot worse on Saturday night. So go and get used to it.
Rosy cheek Mike.
All right, here we go.
All right, here's my question though. What's a better fight? The Jeff Horn fight or the Benavidez fight?
The better fight would be.
He go up or did he go down on his resume?
He's staying busy.
You just deflected the whole question.
Hey man, hey.
With a big ass smile, like we don't know what that means.
But guy's staying busy, man. But what can I say?
So you're saying this is a worse fight than the Jeff Horn fight?
OTKP in the chat says this is a step back.
I mean, we seen Earl out here putting out fucking messages that he need a fight. So
deflection, Your Honor.
You just deflected.
So y'all want him to be?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it alone. Earl was out here doing it too.
Do y'all want him not to be busy, not like early, and not see him, or do y'all want to see him in the ring?
It was just a question. We can spin it whatever narrative we could. It could be a tune-up. It could be a stay busy fight. But I'm just asking, in your opinion, do you think this is a step back or a step forward?
I haven't seen Jose Benavidez in the ring. I can give a better answer on Sunday.
You see his last fight on ESPN?
That's even worse. That's even worse. You ain't never even seen him, and you accepting this fight. You ain't never even seen him. They pulled this dude right under your eyes, and you like, oh, all right. But I'll give you a better one. Since you didn't see him, Bud Crawford's trainer did see him, and he said, I've been watching you for the last 5 fights because I've been calling the fights ringside, and we ain't got nothing to worry about. So, I mean, like, they know what's going to happen. Now, you know, it's tough, though, when you're in this position, though, don't you guys think? Because for Bud, it's almost like a lose-lose, right? Because he's got to win so impressively, or people start to discredit his overall, you know, fight, because it wasn't something whitewashy because we think he's so good. Like, we're looking at this as like, oh man, fucking Benavidez. You know, we automatically giving Bud that win. If he goes in there and doesn't do it impressively, what's that even mean?
Yeah, this is what happens when you're in the top. I mean, this is what happened to Mayweather. It happened to a lot of fighters in their top. So it really, at this point, unfortunately for Crawford, he has to win spectacular, and then he has to also see where Benavidez' career goes after him. If Benavidez ends up becoming multi-weight class, all this crazy champion pedigree that he claims that he is, you know, Benavidez.
What the fuck?
You know, I'm just saying this
got a soundboard now. Oh, he trying to shine?
Yeah, I know. I know something about what talking about him becoming a what?
Yo, your soundbite low, by the way.
Okay, but that ain't gonna happen, bro.
So you're saying that Benavidez is as great as he says he is. So after the Crawford fight, if he loses, he's still going to be okay because he's going to perform at a high level, win championships, and this is going to be a great fight for Crawford to look back on.
Yeah, but look, is he going to perform like this guy over the weekend, the one that dropped better BF but lost? Like, is that a respectable performance? Right? Because I already seen the headlines how this guy Callum Johnson, he's already being offered American fights for his courageous performance, right? But my thing is, did he even win a round? Right? Like, so, like, again, we have to know what it is that we want, because Benavidez is gonna lose. And if he loses spiritedly, then yeah, we should see him back, or maybe we could consider him being on that level. But if he loses, you know, Callum Johnson, like, you can't try to paint over that as if it was a courageous loss, right? Like, he got a knockdown, and writers want to get freaky, is how I look at it, because he didn't win any rounds.
Now, Mr. Blurn in the chat, he brought up this perspective of, like, Crawford gets these pound for pound talks not based off his resume, but basically his performance, how well he looks in the fights. So in that case, he does have to win very spectacular, because I think a lot of people kind of agree with that. Wouldn't you say that he's getting this pound for pound status of how he's demolishing these guys?
I would say he's getting the status because every time he gets in the ring, he looks like a level.
Mike, I'm sorry, it's raining in your studio over there. I don't know what you did, but screwed it up again, buddy. But
because we done resume talks, and a lot of people kind of went after his resume, including Errol Spence. So would you say that Crawford is getting all his notoriety, basically how he's demolishing these guys?
Absolutely. Because that's what people say. They're like, oh, it's eye test. It's eye test. Because once you start trying to compare him to other welterweights, people are like, nah, because you know, he was fighting other guys because he was at that division, but it's the eye test. It's the eye test. So, yeah, he's getting his props or his clout based off how good he looks in the ring. Right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Too high, Mike. Too high. What is wrong with you today? You had your kids over today playing in the studio?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this shit right. I'm just trying to get it right. How it sound now?
Just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower.
Going down. Just half
What
dial.
about now?
That's good. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Step away.
I won't fuck with it.
Don't even.
But I mean, shit. He every time he gets in the ring, bro, it looks like no matter what the competition is, like Jeff Horn, who gave Manny Pacquiao. I'm saying that. I mean, gave him a good fight because Manny Pacquiao came out looking kind of rough. I mean, Crawford just totally demolished him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like he was broke a sweat, but he did. But all I'm saying is the guy, the way he fights, I mean, there should be no discussion on who's the best fighter in the world right now, in my opinion.
I mean,
and Jose Benavidez, they have a history, man. So everybody who's shitting on this fight, they got a history and they got bad blood. Don't you want to see how this shit plays out inside the ring?
Well, that's my next question. Basically, Crawford is no longer on the ESPN Plus app, so he's been getting a lot of commercials on ESPN. How do you think he's going to what is his numbers are going to look like on Saturday on ESPN after the college football games are going to be? Do you think people are going to tune in? You think this is a fight that's going to generate a lot of numbers? Because Lomachenko had great numbers for being on ESPN.
I'll say before you answer that, Mike, I mean, we have decent live numbers today, you know, but I'm sure the both of you have seen higher. And unfortunately, Mike is, I don't know, we tried to get Mike logged in the back, but it doesn't work. But the amount of callers are low too. Good fights bring out fight fans. Mike, you can make all the faces you want, but if we go through the last 3 topics and get to the callers, we'll be done within a half an hour. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's hard to tell where the pound for pound star at if you can't bring them out. I'm just saying, yo, like, that's crazy.
I mean,
a little dad in here today.
I definitely
we got hosts that didn't even show up without even saying that. Like normally they'd be like, yo, I can't make it. Dudes ain't even come.
To be honest, Rob wasn't excited. And this has nothing to do with like UK or whatnot. I mean, Rob said he wasn't that excited. You know, he did not like the matchup. He thought it was a mismatch, and he wasn't entertained by the idea of having this fight put up on this pedestal of being like the most important fight over the weekend. I think he had some differences or even news. So I'm really interested to see what these numbers are going to be on ESPN, you know?
I mean, I'm sure they're expecting better numbers because that's why they pulled them off the app and they put them on live, you know? But I think it's far too late, 10:30. That's a bit of that's an axe right there, man. You're asking for a lot at that time.
I mean, I think 10:30 is pretty much the same time we all get all main fights, right? I mean, last weekend, what time was the fight? Around 10:30, like the main event for Jesse Vargas?
Yeah, main event. Not the card starting at 10:30, homeboy.
I mean, it's only 2 fights on ESPN. Shakur Stevenson and him. That's it. ESPN Plus is going to have the rest.
Excuses?
Not excuses. Just telling you what's going on.
I mean, excuses, though. You started off by saying, well, 10:30 was last week's card, but then technically it was not last week's card. It was last week's main event time. You know, like, sounds like excuses. But look, it's not a Crawford thing. Like, that isn't a knock at Crawford. All these people do this, right? All these networks are airing these fights way too late. I mean, what was that other one we were watching? And we were supposed to do a fight chat, and I was like, I just can't. It was like 12:40, and we weren't even nowhere near the main event. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going to sleep. This is ridiculous. You know, but it's getting later and later. I'm actually saddened that this is starting at 10:30 because I figured because of the app, it would be a little sooner, but I guess he's not on the app this time.
Are you watching? What? You gonna watch the fight? Not you. Not no bump. What do you call them? Benavidez, or how you say it?
30 at 10:30 for Shakur Stevenson to be walking into the ring, or Mikael Lemaire to be walking into the ring at 10:30 on a Saturday night. That's tough for me. That's tough. And you don't want to get it. Look, Shakur's from my hood. He's from North, bruh. He's from North. But look at what we're talking about. We're talking about Crawford versus Benavidez and Shakur versus some dude you never heard of.
Hold on. I was gonna say Shakur actually has a good fight.
He's got a good fight because what? He's stepping up.
It is a step up fight. So this is gonna be his 9th fight.
Worthy. Again, he's from and look, I'm not trying to knock him because I know it's gonna get to him and they're gonna hate me even more. But it's just like, yo, it's not co-main worthy.
Well, listen. Let me, if I explain the narrative on this fight, then maybe you can. So this is his 9th professional fight. All right. His opponent, he's only had 2 losses. So his record's 21-2. His only 2 losses come from Lee Shelby and Scott Quigg. And his last fight was against Scott Quigg. He's never been stopped. So if Shakur Stevenson can stop him and does it better than Lee Shelby and Scott Quigg, who just fought him, that's going to be a huge statement because this is the division where
Brian, you're our boxing nerd. If it's such a huge statement, why haven't you said his name? Why are you saying the guy? The guy.
I don't know how to say it. That's why. It's like Villaro. Something.
No one knows who the fuck he is. Listen, no one cares or knows that he fought Scott Quigg or Carl Frampton because we don't know his name. We don't know his name. Now, again, there's no knock on Shakur. You're absolutely right. 9 fights, he going for gusto. But they're doing this all wrong. Crawford is pound for pound number 1 and number 2. And people that work in boxing every day didn't know he was fighting this Saturday. Like, we had to debate this amongst us if he was on or not.
Who didn't know?
Mike, you're excluded because you're the one that told us, yeah, he is fighting, right? But
man, fuck out of here. I thought y'all was playing about that shit. Y'all was serious?
Danny knew, I knew, and Mike knew.
Bro, y'all, like, how you gonna call yourself a fucking boxing guy? You don't know the fucking king fighting this weekend.
Well, maybe it's called for promotion.
Nigga, watch Sports Center. Watch ESPN. It's on all the time.
But this is the thing, Mike. You see, we always talking about boxing needs to go outside the box. They're not going outside the box. I'm not on ESPN. I don't do Sports Center and I don't do First Take. I don't do Around the Horn. I'm not on none of that shit. So how they getting me and Enrique? We got plenty of listeners. They are in the comment sections every day to say Ness is a casual. Ness is a casual. So I'll accept that. So how the fuck you getting my attention then? Because guess what? I pay $250 every month for cable. And I got ESPN and Sports Center. But if I'm not watching it, I'm not watching it. You still need to get to me. You still need to get to me. I was too busy driving 30 hours to go see a heavyweight champ of the world. I didn't know Crawford was fighting this week. I don't visit ESPN. They still should be able to reach me. Where's the YouTube ads? I'm on YouTube every day. Where's the Facebook ads? I'm there every day. Where the Instagram ads? I'm there every day. Where that's at?
Are we getting around to it?
We getting around to it.
Mike working with him secretly.
No, I'm just saying, listen, yo, people say hate. Nah, bro. Like, we gotta, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If Deontay gotta raise the profile, everybody gotta raise the profile. If Broner is selling himself, everybody needs to sell themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, be creative. Like, it's sad. Again, Shakur is from my hometown. You're absolutely right. He's going in with a guy that, like you said, has only had 2 losses to former champs, right? I don't know. Yeah, Scott Quigg was it like an IBF at one? No, not IBF. I think he had
not Scott Quigg.
He didn't fight Scott Quigg?
He did fight Scott Quigg, but I don't think Scott Quigg was ever a champion.
Never?
Or no, I
think he was when he fought Frampton.
Bacon WBA. You know what? You're right. He was the WBA. That was my bad. He had the WBA. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So again, now here you got Shakur, who's going up against a guy that was a champion. Excuse me, that has only lost to 2 champions that are very notable, right? Like Scott Quigg is still, I ain't gonna say 100% relevant, but like
He had a good fight with Oscar Valdez, and
His last couple of fights have only been with top names. I mean, when you think back about Quigg, it's like Frampton, Kiko Martinez, like you said, Valdez. Who broke his jaw? Somebody broke his jaw, right?
Oscar, yeah. Scott Quigg hurt Oscar Valdez. That was the fight where he had a fight with the suffered broken nose and all that stuff.
Yeah, he fucked him up.
You know, I'm not gonna harp on it too much longer. It is what it is at this point. I guess Shakur's on the fast track. And like Mike says, for Crawford, this is just stay busy until the next one. Bob put out the, quote. I think it's something like, I'm paraphrasing, if they don't want to talk Earl, then fuck off.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I didn't read the quotes. I'm sure Mike did. I'm pretty sure when he sends me a link, it'll be, kind of vague, like the last quotes Bob said. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, because he's saying if they don't want to talk, as if he's put out an offer. Did he send a contract?
You know how Bob keeps stuff close to the vest, you know what I'm saying? So whenever it happens, you know what I'm saying, just be ready for it. All the shit talking,
pretty much
all the slander, all the motherfucking doubters, man, out here talking about Crawford ain't fighting nobody. When this fucking fight get made, I don't want his shit. All right, go with your guy. I'm gonna go with my guy, and we're gonna see who gonna win.
Hey, Mike, who did you think wanted to fight more in the Mayweather versus Pacquiao negotiations? What did it look like to you from the outside looking in? What did it look like to you?
I think both guys wanted shit the fucking money that it generated. I mean, shit, you'd be stupid not to want it.
No. Oh, damn, that's right. Nah, he doesn't go back far enough though, Ron. So that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because he just, I forgot he said when was like Speaker fight.
Yeah, 2015.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He wasn't there with the whole drug testing.
But yeah, I was like the mainstream media like picked up when like he came to the game and like they talked and they said they went back to the hotel room.
No, that's deep. That's future Mayweather Pacquiao negotiation. We talking about past, bro. We talking about when that shit was like, man, fuck that fight. We don't want that fight. When we was calling people pack-tards and they was calling people flow-mo.
It was after the Ricky Hatton fight, really. Once Ricky Hatton really got knocked out by Pacquiao, that's when it really.
But that's when you got to fight, though. That's when you got to fight when the fighters, get names like that. When the fans of the fighter become part of the fighter, right? Where it's like flow-mos, pack-tards. You know what I mean?
I thought the fight
AJ protectors, right? We got AJ protectors, people call bomb squad, people bum squads, you know what I mean? So it's like that's how you know those fights are marinating. Will they actually happen? Who knows? I don't think Earl and Crawford have a name yet, right? Like that hasn't hashtagged it up yet, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard the nicknames,
Anything with Crawford's been like, I won that Crawford fight.
I've heard people who are casual boxing fans when they come and ask me what boxers I watch and stuff, and I ask them, they do bring up Spence and Crawford a lot, obviously Wilder and Anthony Joshua. So they know of them, but they don't really know that's the fight that should be made. Okay, I want to see that. Like it's
Spence fans, because Spence fans are big time trolls. When Spence fights, you see them in the comment sections. They're crazy. What are they? Or I wonder what those fans are being called. What are Crawford fans called, Mike?
Real fans.
Oh my God! See, look, here we go. We're gonna start the new names.
I mean, if you're not a fucking Crawford fan, then like something wrong with you, brother. The skill level and the overall boxing IQ.
No, we the fanatics. The fanatics in the comment sections. You know what I mean? They there's always a name.
Like the fans that can't explain themselves and they just read whatever's on the internet and just push that narrative, even if it's fake.
I just call them bud lovers. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got two.
They said Spencers. What's the Crawford one? Crawfishes? The Crawfishes. They're out of control.
Real
don't have fans like that. Crawford fans are called boxing fans. Ooh, look at
there we go. Good shit right there, baby. You did goddamn right. We real boxing fans.
Names, man.
Oh, look, it's called Bud Lovers. Bud Lovers. A bunch of Bud Lovers came up.
Butt heads.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Butt
true.
heads.
No,
Butt heads.
that's true. Earl Spence fans are like, they repeat the moniker of like strap season and free smoke, right?
Man down, free smoke.
True. He does have a lot. Like, we did hear man down cheers. Like, what? I mean, well, I guess they're calling them Bud, right? We'll see.
Butt heads. That's funny.
Oh my God, man.
Bud lovers and butt heads. Yo, the chat.
They said Bud protectors. Nah, man, don't steal my shit. Oh shit, I love that one, Big Nick. Budweiser.
Budweiser. Oh,
Hell yeah, because Bud fans think they're wiser than everyone.
Oh,
yeah, okay, you guys are fucking okay.
No, we gotta get a Spence one though. By the end of the show, we gotta.
Call him Tyrone Bigham, shit.
Oh shit! Look at Lame Nerd Lane. Craw frauds.
Ooh,
doesn't have a good ring to it. I'm sorry, Raw Lame Nerd Lane. Craw frauds doesn't have.
You're a lame for even reading that shit.
Someone said Rosebud.
Yo, you're so hurt, yo. Damn, Chauncey, you out of control, man. I'm about to hide that comment. Got issues.
I think Spence is going to be a little bit harder.
Somebody said Bud was on ESPN and ducked the Spence question. And since our co-host loves ESPN and watches it every day, give us your take, Mike.
I don't think he ducked any kind of question.
Was he asked the Spence question?
Max Kellerman asked something of the sort, like when he looks over, does he see Spence as being that guy? I mean, he was just like, shit. If he is, he is. I mean, we're not ducking or dodging nobody. Simple as that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like he ducked the question at all. So I don't know why would they say that.
I have no clue.
Someone says suspensors.
Ooh, the neutral corner. I like that. He thinks he's a little poet today. He says Spence has strap season, but he doesn't want Crawford's strap because he can't put that hashtag man down. Go ahead, Budster.
No, hey, I gotta agree with him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta agree with him. I love me some Spence, but goddamn it, that's one fight that I just don't think he can win.
Yo, Unbiased Boxing says Spence Tards. Nah, man, they stealing that one from
that's the Pacquiao
Tards. Nah, get out of there. But anyway, moving on. Demetrius Andrade running into more bad luck. I mean, this man's career has just been haunted, plagued with unfortunate circumstances. Big fight after big fight, something happens. He was set up to fight one of the Charlos. Something happened. He was set up to be signed to Rock Nation for big bucks. Something happened. And he was set up to fight Demetrius Andrade next week. Okay? I mean, and let me just say this. I was going to drive, and I'm probably still going to have to drive because I applied for 2 credentials to this fight, and I'm more than 90% sure I'm going to be approved, which means I can't cancel because it's just unethical. But I was driving, or I am driving 5 hours because I thought this fight was that good. That good. Andrade and Billy Joe, 2 guys that are boxers. I love boxers. I wanted to see this one up close and personal. And then we find out that Billy Joe Saunders tested positive for a banned substance in the United States. We later found out that this substance is somehow legal in the UK. Correct, Ron?
Yes, it is. They're allowed to use it prior of training or prior of the fight.
12 hours before the fight, it's allowed to be in the fighter system. So quick, I guess, story of it all.
I gotta agree with Eddie, man. Like you can't have something that's legal during training, but 12 hours, 24 hours before is not illegal. Like all the advantages have already been got, and just getting off of it for 12 hours or 24 hours probably not going to do much to you. You know what I'm saying? You can go right back to it after the fight. So I'm just saying, like, the shit. I don't know what we need to be done, but UCAD, VADA, WADA, all that shit need to be on the same page when it comes to this shit.
Well, look,
it can't be
here's the
good
thing.
one place and bad the other. Go, Ron.
It doesn't matter. He signed up with VADA. So at that point, when they were stressing the idea of we're gonna do the VADA testing, that's when he should have, because they tell you everything.
Yeah, as soon as he signed up, he was allowed. They give you the opportunity to tell them whatever you're taking before they take that first test.
But I mean, he probably thought it was a fucking nasal spray that he didn't have to fucking disclose. And if you don't have to disclose it for your kid, he was thinking the same thing for VADA.
But Mike, what nasal spray cleans up your sinuses?
I know, right? I know.
It gives you superpowers. Like, we got to stop with the bullshit. Nasal spray my fucking ass, bro. Like, get me some of that shit.
I totally agree, bro. But only thing that I'm saying is you can't have it being good someplace and being bad the other place. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, but I just wanted to remind you and all the other casual listeners that once upon a time, another gypsy tested positive and also said he wasn't fighting until his name was cleared. And he stood out the ring for 2 years. And he got quite rich.
He tested positive for like cocaine, like in like a banned substance, not a fucking PED though.
He tested positive for a PED.
He did? I thought
cocaine.
I thought it was just cocaine.
You thought wrong.
Well, I mean, because like the way he came back is like I never been convicted as a drug cheat. I never been labeled as a drug cheat. It was cocaine. That's what he said.
That's not true. He all they did was run his sentence retroactive. He stood out of the ring for fucking 2 years. So when he tried to come back, they was like, all right, because you was out for 2 years, we're gonna give you that credit retroactively, right? Like as if you served your sentence. But he did the time essentially. Like that was his ban. And the substance is nanandrone or nandrone, some shit like that. I remember. I don't know, but we could Google it.
Oh, okay. Damn, I was under a different
It was like
different person.
Started with a B, I think. But either or, I mean, let's just keep it real. When you sign up to the drug testing, regardless if it's WADA, VADA, whatever, they give you that opportunity. And we all know everything is essentially a drug, regardless if it's over the counter or whatnot. I mean, the thing that happened with Louis King Kong Ortiz, like, disclose everything. And you don't have a problem, especially before. They can tell you that's bad or that makes sense why you're using it, can't use it no more. You just tell them. Like, it's not that hard. You write it down, because once after that point, it's on you now, because they give you that opportunity to just explain everything that you were doing before. And if you didn't know because it's okay over here, well, it's not okay over here. So just stop using it. We'll find an alternative, maybe something that can help you with that. Do some research. It's like, it's happened many times in boxing. At this point, it shouldn't be so surprising for fighters to be unaware of the process.
Are you guys happy with the outcome of the Massachusetts Commission, where they essentially denied Billy Joe a license to box in Boston, Massachusetts, and because of that, the WBO said that they were going to have like a hearing and suspend Billy. Before they could do that, he vacated the title and said that he will never fight again until he clears his name.
I mean, that's a decision he makes. I mean, if you feel like you're clean, then, you allow them to do what they're supposed to do, investigate. So I guess he feels at this point, either he's like, oh, I'm not going to deal with this, or some people, maybe myself, maybe even think like, well, that's odd. Why would you not let them investigate? I mean, they're allowing you to keep it. They're going to make an interim championship. They're not even stripping you of the title until they actually do it. And you just, I'm done. I'm out.
Yo,
Whatever,
that's what I'm saying, because the last time, like I said, the last gypsy, if you stay out long enough, right? If you take the attitude like, oh, I'm mad, you're disrespecting me for thinking I'm a cheat, but you stay away long enough, it ain't in your system no more. It's just the bottom line.
And he gets to kind of like still have that defense, where it's like it's unclear. They didn't do an investigation. Now it's he say she say sort of to a degree, even though he failed. It's still like the full-on investigation didn't happen. So at that point, you can't pin anything on there. And it sucks for Demetrius Andrade. I mean, you can, but you can't because the full-on investigation didn't happen. That's what he was claiming. He wanted to make a claim like, I'm clean. Well, here you go. Here's your opportunity.
We know what happened, though. We know what it was. We know what happened, and we know why it happened, though. It's legal over here, but it's not legal over there. So it's not like it's a gray area. It's you were using something that over in the UK is legal within what's the word that they use during training in competition.
Let's talk about this.
And I agree with Vada. And competition should be year round for a boxer because they're always training, they're always in competition. So I totally agree with Vada. But they got to get on the same page as everybody else.
But he signed Vada. Like I signed Vada. That's it. You're not doing English, UK, Jamaican, whatever. Fuck all that. You're in the United States. You sign with Vada. You follow Vada. You fucked up with Vada. That's what happens. That's it.
I agree.
Just because I contract with Verizon, get a phone, but then AT&T over here, yada yada. Like what? No, your phone bill is your phone bill with Verizon.
I feel you, man.
I don't care. Your cable box is with Comcast, bro. Your phone bill is with Verizon. Like that shit don't matter.
But don't you think it's kind of
optimistic, Mike? Mike always looking for like.
No, I'm not. It's just like I just want shit to be fucking on the same page everywhere, bro. Like
love that. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it being legal over here, but not being legal over here, like it gives fans like a pretty much a fucking side to choose. If you think he was cheating or you don't think he was cheating, without having like a clear cut answer. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we did have a clear opportunity. There was an investigation, but he went the principal route. Like, look,
but playing devil's advocate,
Don't look at my phone. It's the principal. Well, here's your opportunity.
He's putting more doubt on the situation by pulling out and not allowing the investigation. A clean man allows the investigation. A clean man wants his name vindicated, right? Like, and a clean man doesn't want to lose his title. They were gonna give Billy Joe an interim, bro. I don't know, man. Weird situation, but
I just find it funny that.
I just wish fucking Rob was on, so we can get like a fucking UK perspective, because I feel like most UK fans are just like, hey man, he wasn't doing shit wrong, you know, that's legal doing out of a competition. So why you guys hassle him? Like why you guys taking his belt from him?
Because he signed VADA. Like that's the thing. Like he didn't just sign
the elephant in the room. It's not VADA. It's like you guys are talking about this VADA and fuck all that. It's Eddie, bro. And the fact that Eddie has no bias. His bias is to Matchroom and his fighter. You know, I'm sure we would think his bias is to the UK, but he didn't try to find a way for Billy Joe not to get stripped.
He wanted to fight,
got stripped. He's probably was in communication. I mean, who's this dude they found? Who's this guy from Nigeria?
I don't know. I can't even say his last name.
It's from Nibia.
Nigga, Jabakaku.
Nigerian. I can't.
Dude, and he looks old. I'm not even gonna box record.
33 or something like that.
Nah, that's a fake birth certificate.
I'm telling you, boy, these guys looking old nowadays, bro. That guy can't shit roll fall. I could have sworn he about 65.
Dog. No. Yo, if you're Andre, you're happy as hell that you're in this position. Let me tell you, Andre has won more.
Not really, bro. No, I can't rock with that shit, bro.
No. Listen. I mean, you're happy that you're in this position, that you have a promoter that is fighting for you, a promoter that is consistently on the phone saying, look, this isn't right. How's he going to be taking this? You know what I mean? You think Eddie wasn't pushing for fucking, come on. Like, what do you think Eddie as a businessman is better for what's better to happen? For Billy Joe and Andre to go ahead and fight and have to roll the dice that his only DAZN fighter loses? No.
I mean, if you're trying to build a brand, you want a good fight on.
Doggy, how did they build the AJ brand? Was motherfucking Charles Martin Billy Joe Saunders? No, the fuck he was not Billy Joe Saunders. So they gonna get to a Saunders later. If you could get this Akinwande dude, knock him out. Then you get a little voluntary. Then you got to fight the mandatory. You know how it is. You know how it is, homeboy. I mean, this is good for them. This is good. And for Andre, it's like you still getting your 2.3 versus someone that ain't. I hope he's still getting his money just because Billy Joe and I don't know that they're gonna I don't know. They might have to rewrite that contract, but still, if you're Andre, you're making more money or you're making good money for not the same level of opposition on paper, but because it's still a late replacement, 1 week, notice, and it's like you never heard of this dude.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to business and getting the belt, I mean, this seems to be a great situation for Andrade. But when you look at it, regardless of how tough the competition could be, because he's 17 wins, 16 KOs, allegedly this hard-hitting punching guy that we really haven't seen through his career. The problem now is if he loses to this guy, no matter how tough, great, we underestimated, that looks bad against Andrade. If he beats this guy, we didn't really get that legacy credit, to the boxing fans because he didn't beat someone like Billy Joe Saunders. So it's great for him career-wise, belt-wise, but win, lose, draw in this scenario, boxing career-wise, as like his legacy and the public perception, I don't think the fans are gonna, buy it.
And many times we've seen Andre fight to the level of his competition. Jack Kulke, Alantez Fox. I mean, so there are.
Yeah, but Alantez is no one slouch, man. Alantez is big, tall, good boxer, and Andre gave him his first loss,
But he had him hurt, and he didn't jump on him like he was, like in my opinion, like he should have. But
some people are boxers first.
That's true.
Boxers first. But yeah, that's the DAZN card. Who's on the undercard? Because now that the main event got fucked,
your boy.
Who?
Tevin Farmer.
Oh yeah, but then he's in with nobody too. Who's he fighting?
Shit, man, I couldn't fucking.
I know that the dude is actually ranked, but I never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? It's
you're talking about. It's like James Tennyson. He's like a UK fighter.
Yeah, some of the UK guys are saying that he's pretty tough and that Tevin's in tough. So I don't know.
He has a pretty good knockout ratio. He has 18 knockouts and 22 wins. So, and looking at his last couple fights, he's been on a crazy knockout spree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he stopped his last 5 guys. So, he's definitely a guy who's trying to get someone out of there.
And correct me if I'm wrong. You were at the press conference. Isn't Katie Taylor on this card too?
Yeah, she's fighting Cindy Serrano. So like that should be the main event now, because at least we know Cindy and we know.
Wow.
Dude.
Okay.
I know they're not gonna do that because this kid Andre is from out there, from Providence, so it's closer to Boston, but it's like, Massachusetts, but it's like,
close to Rhode Island. Boston is in Massachusetts.
Yeah. In terms of like competition, though, like that's the better fight right now. Like his big name dropped out. His big name is not there, so it's like this smells. This isn't even Jesse Delorme, because again, we know Delorme. You know what I'm saying? So
the card also has Kid Gallahan and also Scott Quigg, and then man, I do not want to butcher.
Yeah, Galahad is fighting Toka Khan, and Galahad, Galahad was he was real touchy-feely with Toka Khan at the press conference. I remember they got some little bad blood. Galahad's coming over with a chip on his shoulder. He's the only one out the McGuinnett camp that hasn't been able to kind of like make that full. Or is the wrong? I said that wrong.
Yeah, no. It's just never mind.
So anyway, he hasn't really been able to make a name for himself outside of like stablemate. Really, like he hasn't had that big fight.
No, he hasn't, and he's not going to have one on the 20th either.
So hopefully the
proof is saying, I don't know. I guess he meant to write, not every card has to be pay-per-view worthiness. And I'm not saying that it has to be pay-per-view worthy, but the zone came out saying, oh, you're getting your $10 worth because we got this and we got that. But slowly those things are changing. Like as the fights are cutting closer, Vargas didn't have a WBC title on the line, right?
It's not their fault that fucking guys are fucking failing PD tests. You can't put that on the network.
Well, they should have contingency plans.
They
Backup
do.
fights.
The WBO has mandated a guy that never fucking heard of, but they mandated him, so you got to roll with that.
Yeah, but you could petition. You could petition for the next sexy name. You know,
Like you just said, Eddie jumped at the opportunity. He realized that it was business.
Eddie did what I'm telling you he did. He's happy this happened, and that's why he's fighting this dude. He ain't gonna petition for the next sexy name just so that you could feel better. He wants the name that he knows Andre is gonna beat.
Yeah, and this guy isn't ranked in any of the other sanctioned bodies. So, like at this point,
What the fuck?
it's only in the WBO.
Damn. That's crazy.
So that's that. Shout out to Katie Taylor, Cindy Serrano. So there's reports.
All right.
Only reason that I even believe this is because Fight Hype has always had a long relationship with Floyd, and I want to believe that somehow that relationship crosses over into contacts with someone in the Al Haymon camp, right? Brandon Watson, Sam Watson, Marcus Watson, Sylvia, someone close enough that can confirm and deny off the record, right? Because Fight Hype uses the term sources with knowledge of the situation have informed Fight Hype that Manny Pacquiao has signed to Al Haymon for a 2-fight deal. So I'm going to believe that. You know, I seen other sources, but this
CBS Sports has been reporting on it today.
And has it been Brian Campbell?
Brian Campbell.
Oh shit. Well, perfect. Even better. There you go. Brian Campbell used to work for ESPN, and when CBS got the Al Haymon deal, you know, they offered him the bucks, and he went over there. So Campbell is proven, definitely legitimate. But again, so is Fight Hype, and I feel like if Fight Hype has talked to someone, it might be true. They should have good Haymon connections or ears to things that, you know, are Haymon related. So now they're saying it's a 2-fight deal. They're saying early 2019 it is a Manny Pacquiao Adrian Broner fight, and if Pacquiao could get past that, he has the Floyd Mayweather fight rematch later that year. Do we believe it is a 2-fight deal?
I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't believe it.
Okay. Ron?
I mean, if it's set up for Broner and Mayweather, that's the rumor. I mean, that's a solid 2-fight deal right there. So I think after anything past Mayweather should be renegotiated.
Broner, though, wow.
I think Pacquiao should go into this one as a 3-fight deal.
Whoa.
Yeah, like why do Broner then Pac? You got to do like Broner then someone else.
But think of it this way, and I'm not saying it, but like in a hypothetical world, because I think Mayweather would beat Pacquiao at this state. Again, what if Pacquiao beats Mayweather and that's the setup? Would you want him to have a 3-fight deal if they're setting him up to fight Mayweather for a second? I know you're saying have 2 fights in between, but that can also run a risk of him not getting to fight with Mayweather. So if he does a 2-fight deal,
Mayweather is so far removed. Until we see more traction on a Mayweather tune-up, how long has it been? He went 18 months out of the ring, and then he fought Marquez. How many months has he been out of the ring?
August 2016. So almost a year and a couple of months now.
So do we believe he can come right back?
August 2017. Sorry about that.
Could he come right back?
He was going to do a tune-up. They said he was going to do a tune-up. That's been the talks and the rumors.
That's what I'm saying. Until I see those tune-up rumors heat up, like again, why would Showtime air a Tokyo fight?
But at the same time, you're seeing the rumors with Pacquiao heat up. You gotta understand, like Pacquiao just not coming back for no fucking reason, bro. There's a fucking
but he don't need to. Listen, a Pacquiao return. I mean, Pacquiao right now being a free agent, he's getting the most money he's ever gotten. Right now, you know, you got guys like Eddie and Al obviously offering him big bucks. It doesn't have to be Mayweather. Could Mayweather be the end goal? Hell yeah.
But I believe that
Pacquiao in the hands of Haymon is worth any amount of money that he's gonna give him, because he's got welterweights that need that name. He got welterweights that need that name. So yeah, you could do a 3-fight deal. You could give Pacquiao 2 easy ones, and then boom, he got to fight Earl, or 2 easy ones, and boom, he got to fight Keith.
Bro, he ain't fighting Earl or Keith. They ain't bringing the money fucking Floyd bringing. I don't know what you talking about, bro. You tripping.
I hear you, Mike, but you still thinking that Floyd is coming back. And I'm not saying that he's not. I'm not saying that he's not, Mike. Relax. All I'm saying is, you as Pacquiao, he has to have options. His whole signing can't be for Floyd, because Floyd is his own man.
What do you think it's for then?
Well, no. And that's just trying to say that he's essentially putting himself in a contingency that in case fights don't happen, he has fights. Something that Crawford, many people felt that he did the opposite, because now after Benavidez, if he doesn't fight anyone Showtime, who does he fight? So if Pacquiao was still on ESPN, let's do it with Bob Arum, and they don't make the Crawford and Pacquiao fight, who do they fight? So this is an opportunity, regardless if it's Mayweather that we predict and assume. If it doesn't happen, he got a pool of welterweights, regardless, it's going to get him money.
Bro, he's not interested in fighting no young bull. He didn't fight Terence Crawford, bro. Like, what are we doing?
That's why you get him in a 3-fight deal, dog. He don't have to be. That's why you get him in a 3-fight deal. Why he's
smarter than us, and he went with a 2-fight deal. That's why he did what he did.
Okay,
Broner,
and he gets Broner in the web with a 2-fight deal, dog. Like
Broner Mayweather. It doesn't make sense for him to fight a young lion when those young lions are not going to bring the money that a Broner is going to bring or a Mayweather is going to bring. Those are the two, along with Wilder, the 3 most popular fighters in PBC. Why would you go out and risk fighting somebody like Errol Spence?
You talking about yesteryear with your stats, because I don't know what you talking about. Ain't no way Broner's more popular than fucking Errol Spence. Get your head.
He draws more numbers. Like every time Broner fights, it's close to 1 million fighters. Right? I mean, a million views right around.
A long time ago. Go ahead and Google his last fight.
With Vargas?
Mikey fight, they only got 600,000. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think
what?
I think y'all reported on that, bro. Y'all reported on that.
Google it.
600,000? I will.
Prove me wrong. Get me wrong on the show so I can be like, damn, I'm wrong, Mike. Show me Broner in his last fight doing $1 million. Get the fuck out of here, bro. People already.
I think he did like 900,000.
I mean, no, bro. Let him go ahead and rant. Let his ass rant. 987,000, close to $1 million, my nigga.
Bro,
what's the average viewership?
I'm not going with Broner being more popular than Earl. Earl sold 12,000 tickets with Ocampos. Broner always had a comparable opponent. Even Emmanuel Teller is known in the DMV area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Garcia Broner peaked at 937,000 views, bro. Averaged 881,000 on Showtime. Close to $1 million, my nigga.
I think Broner does do better.
And then if you throw motherfucking Broner in with a fucking Pacquiao, that's gonna be way bigger than fucking Mikey Garcia, bro.
I mean, he could sell the fight for sure. He could sell the fight, but
he made people watch, even though he loses.
He's more popular than Earl.
Okay, that's your opinion.
I think through casual viewership, he's gonna get more out of Broner than he would get out of Spence. I agree with Mike on that.
Bro, Broner is more popular on the fucking internet than fucking
on Showtime. I think Broner was getting.
Spence. He's always around these fucking Instagram stars. He's always around Fatboy SSE, always around Shiggy. He's always around these guys that have a big following. So Broner knows how to put himself in position to be popular and to have people watch his fights. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
Honest, I was gonna say if it wasn't for Wilder on Showtime, I think Broner would be leading the Showtime viewership when it comes to
more popular than Earl. We're gonna see as the callers call in, see what they say.
These are hardcore fans, though, bro. You can't do that shit, man. You can't do that shit, bro.
Broner is definitely a casual, fan-friendly kind of guy.
Real quick, man, we got super chat. I'm sorry,
casual, just like all the other stuff that are very casual. Like you could put Mike Tyson fight anything, he's gonna get same with Mayweather. He's whatever they've done in their past has created their casual presence.
Shout out to the big homie Cass, man. They laughed at Broner when he turned down Hearn, said he was ignorant and wouldn't earn that kind of money. Now Broner is getting the Pac fight. Khan signed with Hearn and is begging Pacquiao to notice him. LOL, hold this L, Hearn. A lot of hate right there for Hearn.
Listen, Kaz, you usually do super chats that, defend our narrative, but we just don't know yet. It's still rumor until it's official tissue, Like, even if the Pacquiao is announced that he signed, we still don't know if Broner's getting that fight. We still don't know that.
Who else would get the fight, though? Let me know. Let me know what kind of risk you would put Pacquiao in there against. Let me know, man. And you gotta think, Pacquiao being smart, knowing that, hey, I'm not at the point of my career where I can really test these young lions. Who can I fight that has a big following, that has a big name, and not really that kind of tough of opposition, who really kind of my size too, not really a 147, pretty much a 140, but a guy who can't make the weight. So yeah, I go with Broner. I'm not gonna fight fucking Earl. I'm not gonna fight Danny. I'm not gonna fight fucking Sean Porter or Keith Thurman. I want a guy who's bigger.
That's where you're wrong. I think the Danny fight with Pacquiao,
I would agree.
Always there.
I would agree.
It was always there. Bob Arum always wanted it. Pacquiao always wanted it. And that could sell. I don't even think it's an argument, though. I think it is an argument, but I'll still side that Broner probably sells that better. Like him and Pat. But that's what I'm telling you about 3-fight deal, Mike. Like you just making this 3-fight deal shit go longer than what it fucking is. Because
who would you want the second fight to be?
At the end of the day, look at it right there. Broner, Danny, then Floyd. Like this fights for Pat is all I'm saying.
What if he loses?
Somebody said Mikey.
It doesn't have to end in Mayweather. Yeah. Pacquiao could say, yo, I want the Mayweather fight, Haymon. Get me the Mayweather fight. He's gonna say, well, Pacquiao, what's the best way for you to get that fight? To be signed with me. Because if Mayweather comes back, he's coming back to me.
But he can't risk a loss, though.
But he's his own man. He's his own man, bro. Like, we don't know if Floyd is coming back.
Bro, never mind. Floyd was in Tokyo with Manny, like, hey, man, we can get it done. We can get it done. Yeah, you want it again? We can get it done. And then, hold on, can I finish? Bro, and then a couple weeks later, we hear Manny Pacquiao is what? What is he doing? He's signing with Al Haymon. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Rumors.
Goddamn strong ass rumors, boy. CBS Sports doing it. Fight Hype doing it. Come on now, Nestor. You just said that you respect both of those outlets.
I understand what Ness is saying, but I really don't think anything outside of Broner Mayweather makes.
Samuel Gilly.
Yo, you're bugging.
Ness, come on. All casual with no Broner. Spence is hyped upon hardcore fans. Shout out to Samuel.
This is the narrative.
How could you not think Danny Garcia versus Pacquiao makes sense?
Because it's a difficult fight for Pacquiao.
So if you get a casual, friendly fight with someone that many people pick Pacquiao to beat easily, and at that point he makes the money. It's a low risk, high reward. Then you get that.
But that's the thing.
What if he stops Broner? What if he stops Broner? Just imagine that.
Yeah, but that's Broner first. That's why Pacquiao needs money. He's coming back for money, guys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Broner first, then Danny, then the even big, because you can do.
But you risking though with Danny though, homie. You risking with Danny.
Danny went neck and neck with Sean Porter.
Like that's
Danny, a very risky fight with Pacquiao.
Pacquiao needs the fucking tax money. He needs that damn tax money.
Listen, you guys are not thinking, bro. Like you guys want to argue with me. You're not even opening your mind. For Al Haymon, what is the better investment? To make sure that fucking Floyd gets another fight. Wait, Mike, think. He's got 180 fucking fighters, bro. 2 fucking networks, and you still think his prime priority is Mayweather just because he's gonna make a couple of money right now? No, he got other welterweights. Pacquiao is the torch That
Bro, damn them other welterweights.
Mayweather's refusing to pass the torch to Haymon fighters, so now he's signing Pacquiao. You think he's gonna give him to fucking Floyd? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, he might get him. But here's the thing: there could be some other fighters that have that option to Pacquiao, bro.
But you're only looking at it from a Haymon perspective. You're only looking at it from a Haymon perspective, though. You got to look at it from a fucking Pacquiao perspective too.
What happened if Broner wins?
That's why you pick Broner and not Mikey Garcia. That's the main reason. That's the fucking main reason. Broner is a low risk fighter than a fucking Danny Garcia. What if Danny wins?
Pacquiao ain't out here trying. He would have fought the Crawfords. He would have asked for the. There's a reason why he was sat on the WBO side, and that's why he fought the Jeff Horn. I get what you're saying. Al Haymon's in a position to present more stars and build up his other rosters. There's more long term for him to put Pacquiao to fight these other guys, so that after the Pacquiao fiasco goes away, he still has a prime possession. I in my heart, though, I just don't think Pacquiao is going to allow himself to be Al Haymon's, so that he could be passed on and pass the torch.
And you think Pacquiao give a fuck about passing the fucking torch or making the other fighters look good? He don't give. He trying to get his money, bro. Broner, Mayweather. Let me get the fucking money, bro.
He don't.
I got tax problems. Shit.
He don't gotta give a fuck. That's a 3-fight deal that shows Pacquiao.
Ain't no goddamn 3-fight deal. 2-fight deal.
Shows Pacquiao hella money. And that Danny Garcia option, you crazy, man. You better Google that shit. You know how many times Freddie Rose said that Pacquiao would kill Garcia?
Well, here's the thing. Now, this is Ness's narrative. If Pacquiao wants to maximize on the most amount of money he can make, then he would take Broner. Then he would take Danny. And even if he gets his ass kicked with Danny, he fights Floyd. That's 3 paychecks.
I'm just,
bro, you can goddamn me take Danny, take Broner, double whatever he getting, and it still won't equal what he'll get against Floyd.
Bro, if he beats Broner, Pacquiao's back.
Especially
if he beat Broner, he's back. What the fuck?
But if he stops Broner,
when has Broner? When was the last time Broner beat somebody fucking?
Listen to me. You the one pushing Broner as this fucking popular casual narrative, and now all of a sudden, if he beats him, he not back. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's back in a casual perspective, not in a fucking boxing perspective, bro. Not in a boxing perspective. He cannot compete with the top 147s, bro.
Who the fuck is talking about top? Did I mention any of the top?
Danny Garcia, he's not top. He's not top.
I mentioned a dude that was retired for almost 2 years.
Nah, nigga, the fuck that.
Dude coming off.
Danny Garcia is not top of the 147 division. Yes or no?
Mike, let him finish.
I will. I'm sorry.
I mentioned a dude coming off for almost 2 years, a dude coming off a loss, and a dude that could never get his shit together. What the fuck are you talking about, man? That's a fucking beautiful deal for fucking Pacquiao. What you talking about? Like, look, I love Danny. You about to make me not get in that fucking gym right now. You know what? Ness Usai. This dude don't know what he talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
You just said give him Danny, and you said Danny's not a top 147. I mean, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
What? All I'm saying is styles make fights. Pacquiao versus Danny isn't no fucking 60-40 for Danny, no 70-30 for Danny. That shit is like 60-40 Pacquiao.
Yeah, I agree with that.
50-50 at the most.
Nah, we ain't going that far.
But you the one trying to make it seem like Danny gonna beat him.
I think he would.
So then it's 60-40 in your way.
It's 60. I'm talking about for like the purse split or like the fight.
Just the fight.
Oh yeah, I think Danny has a good chance of beating Pacquiao. Pacquiao, yeah, I think Danny would have beat the shit out of Jeff Horn. So therefore I think Danny would beat the shit. Well, not beat the shit, but I think Danny would beat Pacquiao. Yes, I do.
I think it would be competitive because you don't know. You don't know because Danny's off a loss.
Bro, listen,
but what are y'all, nigga? Pacquiao 40.
Listen.
Danny's off of a loss.
What's Danny's last win, guys? Like, y'all playing, right? Like, I ain't want to be the guy to say because I'm the one that drives all the way to Philly. But, like, Mike is fucking bugging with his casual.
Bro, he just looked good against fucking Sean Porter, though, bro. It's a tough fight.
All right, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, you like Sean Porter went out there and just whooped the fuck out of Danny Garcia. Come on, bro.
I never said that.
So Sean Porter's a champion who had a tough fight with Danny Garcia. Therefore, Danny's a top contender.
Okay, Mike, but what is his last top contender win then, fams? Where they at?
I'm thinking. I mean, I don't want to say it because y'all gonna shit on him.
Who?
American.
But Mike, even if you say that, look how many years ago that is. What's wrong with you, bro? Man, you know.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. It just,
you wasting air. Because how you gonna say fucking Khan, bro? Like,
when was Pacquiao last big win? I mean,
Lucas Matisse.
Lucas Matisse. Okay, man. Yeah, let's go.
No, Mike. Who got more shelf life, Lucas or Brandon? And I mean Rios.
Then Danny beat Lucas too, though.
A long time ago too.
But didn't Danny beat a better form of Lucas than we saw?
Absolutely.
So how the fuck you gonna say Lucas Matisse again?
Okay, but look at Brandon. Who's in better form? That's all I'm saying. Who was in better form? Who was a more I guess, I don't know, fresher version of themselves?
I just seen one guy that wanted to be there and another guy that didn't want to be there. Put it like that.
So, what question? Do you
what?
Do you think
one guy that didn't want to be there and what?
Yeah, I didn't think Lucas wanted to be in that fight with Manny.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Ron. Yeah, back me up.
With Brandon Rios fighting Danny Garcia, did you think that was a fight that showcased? I thought Brandon was kind of getting to Danny a little bit. It was like a tougher fight.
I mean,
it was a tougher fight from the start.
He made it a little tough, but he was getting caught with hella shots.
The guy took a fucking knee, man. Come on, man. Pacquiao, man, you gotta take a fucking knee. Fuck out of here. I want to say that shit.
But at that point, but do you feel like at that point you're underestimating Pacquiao at that point? That's like the gauge now. You're like, there's so many speculations. Like, was Matisse really not wanting to be there, or was Pacquiao really back? Because
man, y'all made Pacquiao look like he was a goddamn savior or some shit after he beat fucking looking Matisse.
I know the Jeff Horn and Pacquiao fight was more competitive than you thought, but I still in my brain see Pacquiao won, regardless of where it went. So at that point, it's like he didn't really lose. Like there was, they had to get like more judges to go in and review the whole damn thing. So it's like, so he comes back and knocks out Matisse, which, you know, I don't think it's this amazing high profile fight, but Brandon Rios really isn't either, you know? So it's like, I'd rather see I don't know.
What knockout was more impressive? God damn it. Put it like that.
Bruh, but who was more durable throughout their career, man? Like, Rios had the stigma of
well, we don't know. Lucas could have been a fraud.
People call Rios. Lucas could have been a fraud. Mike,
Khan be Lucas, right? Didn't Khan be Lucas?
Listen to me. Lucas could have been a fraud, but no one has ever called Lucas a punching bag. Writers have called Rios a punching bag.
Writers are disrespectful.
Before
Brandon Rios kind of have CTE like symptoms that a lot of people kind of was like
before the Danny fight. Danny fight. Robert didn't Robert stop training him?
Yeah.
And not want him to fight, and then when he seen him fighting, he took him back after a couple of fights. But like, whatever, Mike.
No, I
think that Danny and Pacquiao can be argued. You know,
I just don't get why this went.
It's gonna be a good fucking ride down Alabama. I tell you that.
It was like such a long road for this. When it's like, yo, I thought the goal for Pacquiao was to come back and make money.
And you trying to put him in there with Danny Garcia? You trying to stop his money?
Well, listen. Manny Pacquiao was still able to get the Mayweather fight after he lost to Marquez the fourth time, and he fought Chris Algieri. And even though he dropped him a lot, I mean, he was still able to make the fight after some of the glitz and glamour seemed to go away.
I just think Mike thinks Pacquiao is done. That's what it is. You think he's done, right?
I think he's not at the form to be challenging in these top 147.
That's funny. You think he's not at the top, but you think he's for sure beats Broner.
I think he beats Broner. Yeah, based on what I've seen with the Vargas fight. Yeah, I think he beats Broner.
So what about Danny Broner? That fight has always been flirted by PBC. There's posters of it and everything.
I think that fight. I mean, I just think Broner's relevant. You know what I'm saying?
But does Danny beat Broner?
Yeah, Danny beats Broner. I agree with that too. Yeah, Danny beat Broner. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I just think
Danny beats Broner too.
I think Broner is just a name that you can use to propel him to the Floyd fight, because we all know Broner is gonna get very disrespectful, and that's gonna entice all the Philippine fans and everybody who's a Pacquiao fan to fucking watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Al is looking like, hey, yeah, I'll give you Broner, and then I give you
that fight. Talking about he won $100 million. Could he even get that fight?
Bro, man, you know how brothers out here talking, bro. Yeah, I gonna sit his ass down. Like, hey, look here, bro. We're gonna do a pay-per-view with you and Pacquiao, and you gonna get some back end money. But here is what you get up front, plus your whatever promotional company you got. You get some behind the scenes money too.
Wayne wants me to tell you were right about Broner's number. Fucking trolling ass Wayne.
I'm always right, bro. I don't just talk shit.
Look, you guys got to remember Manny Pacquiao. I know Styles
right about Crawford too.
The shit out of Jesse Vargas, and Jesse Vargas and Broner went like back and forth. You know, so this is a perfect fight for Broner and Pacquiao.
And speaking of fucking back and forth, how much better does that win against Delorme look for Crawford? I'm just saying. But go ahead. We can go ahead and talk about the
Jesse Vargas would have beat Crawford.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I mean, he's pound for pound. He's supposed to beat all these guys. Right? So
I'm just saying, man. Y'all want Jesse to fight Keith and motherfucker fight Earl and shit, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh god.
I just want Keith to come back. That's all I want.
I love it. I love it, man.
Jesse to fight Earl. Who said that?
I think that was floated when like Jesse like first came back after like he's like, yeah, I'll fight Earl. Yeah, I ain't got no problem fighting Earl. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's move on.
I mean, listen.
Now you want to talk? Now you smiling.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and spin your Delorme win.
Let's spin it. Let's spin this shit. You don't make me hop up like Bud did. I hop on that fucking apron.
You want Ron and the public to give Crawford credit for beating.
Don't throw me in here. I already said what I said.
I
said Crawford's pound for pound. He's supposed to be.
Leave this between me and you, homie. Don't bring Ron into this shit.
He's supposed to
be
beat all them motherfuckers.
So let me fire your ass up right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll be disrespectful.
Crawford's supposed to beat these guys.
You didn't know Crawford was fucking fighting this weekend, man. Get the fuck out of here. You knew. But go ahead.
I'll see. That's on y'all now.
I ain't even hear nothing he said. But hey, brother, if you think that the Delorme win is a big win, then you know it's a big win.
I just said it looks better now. That's all I said.
But why exactly?
Because
Jesse got a draw?
No, because Jesse was flirted as a potential fight for Earl and for Keith, and he couldn't even beat Delorme.
But he was flirted as a
tune-up. Hold
on. He was flirted as a tune-up though, Mike.
But you in your own voice said Jesse is not a tune-up for anybody. Did you not say that?
I sure did.
So I mean, with that being said, I mean,
wasn't I right though?
Huh?
Wasn't I right?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yes, but he couldn't even beat.
I didn't see Delorme get the win.
But he got a draw though. Come on.
But he ain't get the win.
He was third up on a platter for this nigga. He got a draw.
If he was a tune-up, if Jesse was a tune-up, he would have lost.
All right, man. Hey, no, you know who didn't have a draw with him?
But you're talking. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about. You're laughing at Jesse and Delorme having a draw and somehow thinking that makes Crawford look better when you and everyone that listens to this show knows that Jesse and Delorme are on the very, very lower end of the welterweight division. Like when we talk welterweights, we not talking Jesse and Delorme. And when we talk Jesse, we made it clear we talking Jesse, tune up for Keith, tune up for Earl, right? So I don't get like how that makes you happy that the tune-up.
But you said he's not a tune-up though. I'm picking at you specifically. You said he's not a tune-up for anybody.
No, I told Keith that.
Yeah.
In an interview.
Yes.
Okay. But again, I proved it. If I was wrong, Delorme would have got the win because that means Jesse is a tuna.
I mean, he damn near did though. That's what I'm saying.
But he didn't though. At the end of the day, he didn't though.
That means they're equal. Though.
No one said, "Oh man, Delorme deserved it." Everybody was happy with the draw, and everyone was happy. And everyone also discussed expressed disappointment in Jesse for giving up that last, that knockdown, which caused them to draw. That caused them to draw.
It don't matter how you get it, motherfucker, as long as you get it right. Come on. He hit him at the end. I mean, bro, if fucking Carl Froch would never hit Jermaine Taylor at the end of that fight, he possibly would have lost, right? So shit happens for a reason, bro. It is what it is. It's boxing. It's 12 rounds. It's not 11 rounds in 2 minutes and fucking 54 seconds.
How you think this makes Crawford
Timothy the first time?
I just don't see how you think this makes Crawford look good. Because this is you had legendary boxer calling in here every day in discuss about that fight. You know what I mean? And me saying, yo, these guys are getting an opportunity when they normally don't. Yet the guys that normally don't get an opportunity somehow make you happy to big up your fighter. This is weird.
Another narrative too. It doesn't really make Jesse look any. There's another. You're saying okay, it made Crawford's win over. How do you say his name again one more time?
Delorme.
All right, better. But what if it's he's here and all it did is just brought Jesse down with him. It didn't bring him up. That's another narrative.
Didn't Jesse have a belt at 147?
How could it bring him up if he didn't get the win? So you're right in your analogy of him going down, but Delorme doesn't go up.
All right, doesn't go up. Oh, he doesn't go up.
No, he does. I think Crawford would beat both of them. All it did is just drop Jesse in my eyes. It didn't bump him up. It just dropped Jesse.
I thought it maybe
I expected Jesse to whip his ass, but all it did is go up.
Whoa! We're not gonna gloss over that right there. Well, what you say? You expected what?
Jesse to beat him.
No. You ain't say it like that.
I expected Jesse to whip his ass. Okay,
already. And what happened?
He drawed.
So it wasn't an ass.
So my expectations of Jesse went down. His opponent didn't go up.
Okay.
But now,
okay.
See, the thing is,
so now Crawford's win didn't do anything over him. It just made Jesse go down. That's it.
I thought, in my opinion, it just elevated Delorme. That's all. I'm sorry, but go ahead, Ness.
Anyway, well, let's get to the Luis Ortiz topic. I'll just end it in saying, remember, I picked Ali over Jesse. I picked Ali. And I know Ali got stopped by Jesse, but I always picked Ali. So all I'm saying, you could act like I've been thinking Jesse's great. No, I just told Keith he's not a tune-up. Especially you taking my whole thing out of context. I'm talking to an injured man coming off an elbow injury, still with an ice pack, and you using words from July 2017 about me saying Jesse's not a tune-up. Yeah, he's not a tune-up to Keith with an elbow injury, still with ice pack on it, and during our interview. That was my thing. But
shout out Keith, get well soon.
Luis Ortiz and Dillian Whyte. This is interesting. You can hear Wilder's immediate reaction to this on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. I've already posted that.
Great job, by the way, Ness. Great job.
Thanks, bro. I'll tell you this. There's a lot of different ways that this can go. We know that Lewis offered Dillian Whyte an opportunity to fight on the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury pay-per-view undercard. The next fact we know is that Dillian Whyte countered that offer, offering Luis Ortiz an opportunity on the December 22nd UK pay-per-view as a headline. We know that Luis Ortiz accepted that publicly and in an interview via his trainer, where his trainer even said, I don't want to go to the UK, but Luis said he wants to fight, so I'm talking to Eddie. So there's plenty of reports that says this is done. I want to know where you guys think.
Well, it's technically not done because Eddie came out today. I don't know if he was just trying to be slick or whatever, but he was like, if the Chisora fight can be made within the next couple of days, then they have to move on from Chisora. So that tells me that Chisora may be still be in place for December 22nd. So I don't know how true that is, but if the fight is done, I mean, I'm ready to see that shit, man. Like this, but if you're dealing Whyte, do you really like risk it when you know you got a possible April date with AJ?
Well, I mean, don't forget, Wilder came out on my interview and said if Whyte goes through Ortiz, he's a man of his word, and he most definitely has a shot at the WBC belt. And you know, we were talking Vada and Billy Joe Saunders in the Andre fight. I just want to mention that while I was in Alabama with Deontay, he made it clear on a video, it's probably out or it would be out, that if you're not enrolled in the WBC VADA program, don't call his name out. It makes no sense. He's not fighting you unless you're enrolled. So if you really want to fight, get enrolled, work your way up.
And shout out to Tyson Fury, who got enrolled this week,
but didn't really work his way up. His fact is big name, but this is a voluntary, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. But so Ron, so what do you think?
I mean, I heard that anytime I hear another fighter's name in a mix, I mean, it always leaves room for a doubt. I mean, if someone's very confident and on making the fight happen, that's all they talk about. That's all they obsessed about. And that's, you know, what's the promoter's job is trying to make that fight. And, you know, like you said, Eddie Hearn has, you know, his fighters he has to look out for. So Chisora is one of his fighters. So what better way to get two of your fighters paid and take care of them to get them to fight, you know, another one of your fighters? If Chisora doesn't get the fight with Dillian Whyte, then, you know, who does he fight to kind of get that type of money?
Chisora wants 5 million pounds or euros. What is it?
Pounds. Man, fuck Chisora. Don't nobody want to see that shit again. Like, we want to see. Go ahead.
But I was going to say, like, the thing is, if Dillian Whyte fights King Kong Ortiz, you know, I mean, there's a few narratives, but, you know, first and foremost, he gets my respect because, you know, he's shown that he's fought, you know, like opponents of, you know, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
And, you know, and then there's also other hypocrisy that comes with Dillian Whyte fans or UK fans or Anthony Joshua fans or anyone on that narrative, which is, I'm not saying they don't have a good narrative, but the ones that are extreme that go, King Kong Ortiz is old. Well, now at this point, if he does fight King Kong Ortiz, which I think that it's a great fight for him, but now you got to look in the mirror and go, oh, is he that old really? So this is an opportunity now for King Kong Ortiz to really show, look, motherfucker, AJ ain't a thing. I'm really that good, you know, and you can see it. People are gunning for him.
No,
I'm gonna keep it a buck though.
People say I'm biased, but this guy Mike is the fucking worst.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though.
With Bud, he could kiss butt all day, but all of a sudden, if you're white, it's like, yo, why take that risk when you got that shot at it?
No. I wasn't saying like that.
Benavidez and Bud, oh, it's personal. It's personal. Oh, he's taking this fight because it's personal. You know?
Nah, bro, you see, I'm about to come with some though.
Shit. He shouldn't talk that shit. It's personal. Well,
if Whyte don't take this fight, then he ducking.
For Whyte calling motherfuckers old, talking shit.
Exactly.
In the ring.
If he don't take the fight, then he ducking because Ortiz said he would come on that December 22nd day. So there's no reason.
He is ducking because now that both of you guys said y'all take, it's my turn. I talked to Team Ortiz. He's motherfucking ducking like I said from the door. The minute he counter offered for him to fight on their card, what I said, that's a duck. That's a form of a duck. And y'all said, no, he gonna make more money. How's it a duck? He's a headline. How's it a duck? He's a headline. Fuck out of here.
It's not true though. It's not true.
Meanwhile,
two things can't still be true.
Meanwhile, Chisora still being mentioned. Eddie still talking Chisora. Motherfucking Dillian Whyte on his social media putting up donkeys, calling them Chisora. He ain't posting shit about Lewis. Okay, Team Lewis still waiting on Eddie to return the phone call. Pick up the phone, Eddie. What's going on? You were supposed to send an offer. Where that offer at? Where that offer at? And maybe he got to him. Maybe he got to him because Team Luis Ortiz told me they would call me back today. They was going to get in touch with Eddie. They was like, let me see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get into camp. I text them like, yo, I see the fight with Dillian is on. Let me get up in there. That ain't Wilder. You can't say nothing. He's like, yeah, you could come down anytime you want, but we ain't got that fight. They ain't no contract.
You know what's so funny? I think Joseph Parker is a good fighter to examine on how quick and easy they were able to make that fight with Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Like, you never heard any real animosity with Joseph Parker. You know, it seems like the animosity is on King Kong Ortiz and Wilder, you know, regardless if it's a duck or not. But, you know, I just think it's funny, you know?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I just think
get Joseph Parker is so easy.
If you don't take the fight, then he's most definitely ducking cards. You can't offer a guy the December 22nd date, and he said, "Yeah, I'll take it," and then y'all still go with Chisora. So yeah, he's ducking.
Big Nick shit, because I know there's a few other mindless zombies just like Big Nick here. Big Nick says in the chat, it can't be a duck. If Chisora was the original, they were and are still trying to make Ortiz is plan B. Now, how the fuck is that not a duck when Dillian Whyte already beat Chisora? Nobody was saying, yo, Dillian need to rematch Chisora. That fight was so tight, it deserves a rematch. Word is born, we should see. If anything, people saying, it could get a rematch because it was entertaining. Not because Dillian won a controversial fight or a tight fight that deserved a rematch. So moving on to the guy that you're calling old, saying that he's a bum, and on top of that, you're getting what you asked for. I mean, I think it's a thing with you UK fuckers, huh? You ask for something, and then when you get it, you don't want it no more. Because I could have sworn Dillian Whyte said, I'll fight Ortiz if Deontay guarantees it. He just did. He just said it. They're going a step above. They're really promoting the fight between you and Deontay if you can win, because you are granted access on the undercard. But you don't want that. You don't want to be seen by the American public versus Luis Ortiz. You'd rather go fight Chisora.
Well, here's the thing. I do know that a lot of people have been saying that that fight's been like a very arguable fight, and they claim that it's a big money fight over there. I know that, you know, King Kong Ortiz would be able to generate US attention if he fights Dillian Whyte. But I guess they're spinning the whole thing that Chisora and Whyte is a bigger fight, is a big domestic fight. And pretty much how they're saying is that if he goes the business route, opposed to a lot of us would say legacy route would be more what King Kong Ortiz, that would be the more sensible business move in that approach.
I think Ortiz brings pretty much what Chisora brings, though.
I can't take these UK motherfuckers, man. Now all of a sudden they're like, no, it's $5 million a piece, £5 million. You're crazy. Now. But when it's Wilder, it's like, fuck the money, take the tough fight. But now it's a fucking UK fighter. It's like, no, take the money, don't take the tough fight. You guys are like a piece of work, man. Piece of fucking work. And we all know that Chisora's past his prime. He got a fucking, I hate to use the word lucky, okay? But he sat on the ropes. Come on, man. Like, you guys are bugging, man. Give that Chisora. Won't you give Chisora to fucking Wilder? See what happens.
That's dog food right there, bro. That's what he talking about.
Unbelievable.
That's easy work.
Hell yeah. Yo, Wawa. Great comment. Eddie Hearn milking these UK fans. Well, he actually said dumbass UK fans. Anyway, what other topics we got?
We got well, since we're talking about UK, they got the Lewis Ritson card, the matchroom card that's going on over there.
Fighting?
Yeah, my boy on the card too, homie.
Who's he fighting?
Patera. I said his name right.
I never heard of him. But Rob took the day off, so we can't really talk too much more UK. You know?
Lewis Ritson's on an 8-win stoppage streak. I watched him a couple times. He gets a lot of attention. He sold out really well over there. He's 17-0, and I do enjoy his fights. He's a very gritty. He knocks these people out. So I mean, I'm entertained. Lewis Ritson is definitely someone You want to watch.
This is a good
his
card,
opponent is he's fighting Francisco Patera.
Look at this guy. He says it always comes back to Wilder with you. Aren't we talking the heavyweight division? Aren't we talking about Dillian fighting Lewis to get a shot at Wilder, something he asked for? I mean, you guys, they're afraid. They're afraid of those heavyweights. I'm telling you. I see it. Lewis was so old a couple of weeks ago. Whenever we talk Wilder's resume, Lewis is on blood pressure medicine, but now Dillian Whyte don't want to fight him.
Real quick on the Lewis Ritson card, some fighters that are fighting that are notable. Jose Burton is fighting. He's a light heavyweight. Anthony Fowler, Rob's guy. He's a super middleweight, super welterweight, and Dave Allen. He's back fighting. Also, my personal, yeah. Also,
they're offering Dave Allen a big fight if he could win this fight, right? Doesn't he get like damn? Let me see. I
can't remember. They were talking.
Yeah,
like David Allen.
He gets something in December if he wins the fight.
How though? I mean, like, what's funny? Like, what?
I mean, he's not expected to win, and he's winning. He beat Nick Webb. People didn't expect him to win that, So Eddie's just taking care of his guys.
Yeah,
I mean, he gets a big fight, Mike, but not a title shot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know.
Also, my guy.
Something else. Let me tell you something else. So, because I know these guys, these UK motherfuckers, is gonna act like he ain't ducking Dillian Whyte. I mean, Dillian Whyte ain't ducking him. You know what else they told me?
What else?
That they offered him 3 fights, not named Dillian Whyte.
Whoa.
3 fucking fights, not named Dillian Whyte.
3-fight deal or like just 3 fights?
3-fight deal. And
how you
gonna do a 3-fight deal? Because if you beat Dillian Whyte, you ain't gonna be able to fight Wilder next because now you stuck on DAZN. He's like, yo, we ain't even get that far because we want the Dillian Whyte fight.
Eddie's smart though.
And they ain't sent us nothing. He said Eddie went cold. So
Eddie's smart
for all you fuckers out there, go tag Eddie right now. Tell him call the fuck in or answer you on Twitter. Why he offering 3-fight deals to Luis Ortiz instead of the Dillian Whyte fight right now?
Why he did it?
And you know what else? You see, because I smoke weed. But you know what else he told me? He said, yo, he ain't even talking Dillian Whyte. He told us, this is his words. He said, he told us Chisora is next.
And you know why though, right? Because when Ortiz beats Dillian Whyte, the UK public, it's over. But they're gonna demand that Ortiz fights AJ at Wembley in April. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And Eddie don't want that. Eddie don't want that.
Of course not, because if he fights Dillian Whyte, not only is they gonna demand it, but he's the WBO mandatory because he takes Dillian Whyte's spot.
Exactly. And Eddie do not want to put Ortiz in the ring with Anthony Joshua. You imagine fucking what's the guy's name that just fought? What's the little white guy? The Povetkin. He getting shots in on Anthony Joshua. What the fuck you think Ortiz finna do to Joshua? But go ahead.
Let me tell you, people, Eddie is quick to do the same shit that you do, deflect. So when you come at him on Twitter, make sure you grill him, right? Because we all know he be fucking lying. Just like he said, no contracts come out. All of a sudden, Big Baby, I'm gonna keep reminding people. All of a sudden, Big Baby talking about he ain't get no contract in 7 days before the fight. Because Eddie say, oh, no, that ain't the way it worked. And all of a sudden, y'all believe him. And he be lying. He be lying. Why he offering 3 fights not named Dillian Whyte, but he want to make Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. Dillian Whyte out here talking about, yeah, he want that fight. But his promoter offered him 3 other fights. You know what I said, too? I dig, too, man. I was like, yo, did they offer you the Chinese heavyweight? And he was like, yo, matter of fact, I don't know the names. I got to check the names. But they offered me 3 names. But he was already, I could tell he was, spinning and they didn't want to let those names out the bag. You know what I'm saying? But 3 fights not named Dillian Whyte. Damn, homeboy. Now, let me just remind you, he already signed Ortiz before to a 3-fight deal.
Yes.
And in that 3-fight deal, he ain't get Dillian Whyte and he ain't get Anthony Joshua.
No, but he got Dave Allen. What the fuck?
He got that fucking web of lies. But anyway.
But hold on, let me get back to that Lewis Ritson card right quick. People, if you're listening to me right now, I know I know y'all was hating on me about Lawrence Okolie, but listen to me right now. Listen to what I'm saying. Joshua Buatsi, this guy's the fucking goods. Okay, check him out. Watch his fight. This guy can fucking fight, and he's taking a step-up fight against a guy named.
Where's he fighting at?
He's fighting on the Ritson card in Newcastle.
Where's that though?
Why is this a step-up fight?
He's fighting Tony Everland, something like that. They said it was a step up.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, so they said it was a step up.
Yeah.
Man, Mike, stop, man. Stop.
And also the main event is
lying. Why you always lying?
Damn, man.
The main event is Louis Ritson versus Francisco Patera.
Yo, this sound like the shittiest card ever.
Look here, man. It's a motherfucking Newcastle card, bro, and they're getting their fucking prospects out. So hey, Joshua Buatsi, you heard it here first.
Prospect card. It's
the guy's gonna be the goods. He's gonna be the goods.
So wait, what is this? This is the Eddie Hearn card?
Yeah, Matchroom. Yeah.
Damn, this is a shit card. Richmond is the headline.
Yeah, it's a Newcastle. It's like a homecoming for him.
No, Ritson, he's do something. Come on, this is bullshit. Like they got
a Matchroom card. It's
a prospect card. What you want?
Yeah, but it's the DAZN USA, guys. At least have one guy that we know. Damn, why you guys acting like I'm being biased? Like, am I acting?
No.
As a US provider, I'm paying $10 a month for US boxing, and I'm getting no US names that I know of.
But you know Dave Allen.
A Matchroom card. Okay, at a point we couldn't get Matchroom cards. So if you wanted to watch Matchroom cards, this is your chance to watch a Matchroom.
Yeah, you was a man when I didn't want to use the stream to watch the Matchroom cards. I didn't want to find a legal link to watch the Matchroom cards. I want to watch it and I want to watch it.
Like yeah, it's a Matchroom card. They didn't, regardless of DAZN being here or not, it would have still been here because it's a Matchroom card. It's over for the UK. Louis Ritson has a great following. He sold out very well with the last fight with Josh Kelly. So yeah, it's a Matchroom card.
Whatever, man. You guys are optimistic.
Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you.
Oh man, we gotta get to we can't skip over the WBSS, man. Come on.
For consultations and
we done with all that shit, Mike. It's 9 o'clock. Nigga, we've been talking for 2 hours.
You've been fucking arguing with me, man, about fucking.
You want to talk Bud and fucking.
Let him talk about Tabiti.
Like this dude gave airtime to Bud for an hour, then he gave Vargas like 50 minutes.
Let's just run through it.
Man, WBSS, Tabiti fighting.
I'm just letting them know they putting y'all on drive-by because like y'all trying to cram everybody into that time.
See how nuts we could have been done by now.
You could have been done.
Just saying, y'all. But Bud, Lady Bug over here rather talk about Okolie than get to the callers and shit.
Okolie? Who fuck's Okolie?
Ain't that what you brought up?
Tabiti's fighting this weekend in a WBSS.
Before you chose to mention Tabiti, you mentioned some fucking Newcastle card.
Joshua Buatsi. Joshua Buatsi.
The Water Boxing Super Series, Mike. Just run through it.
Tete,
Newcastle and shit.
And Frank Warren fighter Zolani Tete is fighting too. Check him out. He's pretty good. That's it. Go ahead.
Look at Wade is a fucking troll.
And then also Tank was also in some allegations, you know.
Oh yeah, but let me address that real quick. Tank was in some allegations about assaulting a woman, but the main thing that I want to get to real quick is the woman did not right away go to the police to file a report. Instead, she went to her lawyer and filed a lawsuit. So that leads to tell me that really wasn't anything to really merit anything, because if you were assaulted, you would go to the police, then go to your lawyer, because the police report would bolster your lawsuit. I'm done.
All right. We're going out to Isaac Jones in Colorado.
Yo, what up?
What it do?
What up?
What's up?
What's going on, man? First, I'd like to say, man, I'm excited about Terence Crawford and Benavidez.
Cause you from fucking Colorado, that's why.
First of all, I'm from Cali, right? Golden State. What side is the best side? That's where I'm from.
South side, the best side. Homie, nigga, get it right.
I'm from. 805. You know what I mean? I'm
501, nigga. Shout it out.
That's right. That's Oxnard. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? No, all good though. That's all good. Long time listening, man. But no, I'd like to say I'm excited, man. Terence Crawford will do work though, like he always do. He'll get the job done. But I like how he stepped to him when he was working out in the ring. You know, it got me hyped for the fight, man. You all like that?
Speak on it then, man. Hey, man, let him know, bro. How hyped did he get you?
Ooh, ladybud in his environment.
Oh, he called me a lady. Oh, I'm a ladybud? Is that what you called me?
I called Mike's lady.
No, man. Do I hear being they always try to be disrespectful, bro? But go ahead with your call, home. I'm sorry. Oh man, you call him a fucking ladybud. Don't change it up now.
Other ladybuds, that's fine. I just called you.
Man, I just like to say I'm excited about it. The one thing I am confused of though, and I didn't hear if you guys probably talked about this a long time ago, but what was the reason Terence Crawford would even sign back with Top Rank knowing that his fights are limited? I mean, after this, who the fuck he's supposed to fight?
Here we go with this shit, bro.
I mean, look, that's a Bud Crawford fan right there.
Genuine question, right? It's just a genuine question. Like, where are you gonna go? Like, your road ends here.
Are you a promoter? Are you a promoter?
No, I'm not a promoter.
All right, well let Bob Arum do his thing. When Bud fighting again next year, you be like, okay, I see what they're doing now. I see what they're doing, but just give him a chance. Don't shit on this deal just yet.
Let's speculate a little bit. Who's a potential? Who?
Anybody and everybody. We want them all, dog. We want them all.
Like if he had any chance to fight these guys, he wanted them to fight. If you talking about the Sean Porter little thing.
Is he calling Budweiser? Michael Budweiser. That's the new term.
The Keith Thurman.
Who? Keith Thurman ain't fought in about 12 years. What you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, if there was ever a chance. I'm saying there's not even a chance now because of who you were signed with.
I mean, he's fighting right now. And hold on, ain't Earl signed with Al Haymon though? When the last time Earl fought?
When's the last time he just fought, knocked the guy out in the first round? How long?
When he fought though? Yeah, when was that? It was July, wasn't it? It was a long time ago, bro. I thought it was like April or some shit. My bad.
Okay, no, but he's in line to fight the guys who want him to fight. He can get the Porters, and he can.
I mean, why is he on Twitter talking about, hey, I need a fight? If he got so many fighters over there, I'm just saying.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Anybody coming for Crawford gonna get it. Trust me.
Joe, going once.
Budweiser.
Twice. Marcus in DC.
Yo, what's up, Boxing Voice, baby? You know how we great show. Yo, check this out. I guess one of the people in the chat called it. Does Eddie Hearn hold the cards with the heavyweight division? Unless he get somebody like Wilder signed for long term, he's never gonna feed him his cash cow. He gonna keep all them domestic level fighters fighting each other. Luis Ortiz, look, don't get it wrong with Anthony Joshua and Wilder. Their power is ridiculous. I'm saying from a skill set, you don't really want to fight Luis Ortiz if you do like Dylan Whyte. Because of his skill set, lack of skill set, he made Anthony Joshua look like a sharpshooter out there when they fought. He's just a wild swinger, heavy-handed. But we seen him get destroyed once. He know if he fight Luis Ortiz, he'll get destroyed without running into the cash cow again. He can't afford that. At least Eddie Hearn not going to allow it to happen. So what he's going to do is prolong the dude's career by not letting him fight dudes that will stop all that noise. You know what I'm saying? That we don't have to hear it no more. As far as anything else that's happening, y'all already know the game. Terence Crawford signed back with Top Rank because at the end of the day, when it made business sense, Bob Arum will cross that line and make that money. They did it to Al Haymon. If anybody going to do a deal, Floyd Mayweather is the Al Haymon preeminent person. So if he got a deal done with Manny, it would be no problem in him getting a deal done with Terence Crawford if one of their fighters over there showed themselves as being a superstar fight. People need to stop getting caught up in all that. Top Rank is a great promotional company. Everybody could tell you this. Only time that you ever see fighters have a problem with Top Rank is when they're able to go out and market themselves and get more of the pie. But while he's still building the people, that's why I had told y'all before back when we first found out Shakur signed with him. While it's getting people known and out there, Top Rank got a track record. It's not even disputable. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in that like Terence Crawford signed an extension. He can't get no fights with nobody. It's going to come because these dudes need Terence Crawford because no matter what these other dudes at welterweight is fighting, unless you fighting Keith Thurman, who already won on the national stage against Danny when they was both undefeated, or you fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence, you're really not going to be recognized as anything but just another welterweight campaign. So don't get caught up in all the hype. Eddie playing them games over there. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that work with Luis Ortiz. Like you said, he had Luis Ortiz signed once before. He gave him all duds. Supposedly Ortiz had signed with him before to get a shot at the title when he couldn't. So don't get caught up in the games, y'all. The sport of boxing is dead. The spectacle of boxing is still alive, but the sport of boxing is dead. Because if I say these things, then I'm going to pass out with y'all. If a regular dude stop out a mafia dude, what's going to happen? He going to get killed. If a dude shoot a police officer, what's going to happen? The police going to shoot him when they apprehend him. If you fight somebody that's well known in their home city, Canelo, Vegas, or Joshua in Britain, and you don't win, what's going to happen? That fighter wins. If you know the outcome, the sport of it is gone. Peace. DC in the building.
Anthony Edwards, Cincinnati Cobra, talk to me.
What up, what up, what up? Shit. My man Young Ali, Devin Chaney, and Lady Bud. What's poppin', man? Hopped on a little late. Just catching up everything, you know what I mean? So I think the biggest shit for me, and I'll touch on Lady Bud in a minute. Biggest thing for me, I guess Saunders vacated and shit. I'm hopping in late, so I don't hear it all, but he vacated. I guess he went in to go try to appeal that shit, huh? I'm fucked up. I guess to me, I fucked with Billy Joe hard. I'm sad about that shit because I really thought he was gonna beat everybody for real. But he juicing. Just like I throw him in a pot with Canelo, bitch ass, both of them cheating. So shit, my man Bud fighting this weekend. That's gonna be fun. I ain't gonna hate, it's a shitty fight, but I just like to see him fight. So it's one of those. It's almost like a Friday night fight. You know what I mean? It's just something to watch, But yeah. What else was I gonna say? What else? So
Whyte Ortiz.
Fight. Oh, I keep. Oh yeah. So basically, we don't know. We don't think that shit gonna happen. That'd be fun as hell if it did. But I can't see that shit happening. Dillian Whyte want his shot. Ortiz gonna obliterate him. So that shit ain't gonna happen. Keep hearing Pacquiao talking about he might fight Broner. I hear that shit might be kind of halfway legit. I don't know if that's a thing, but if it is, sign me up. I'm I'm headed to my girl house, about to get this cardio and push-ups in. You know what I mean? So I'll holler at y'all.
All right.
Yeah, with some motherfucking workout regimen and shit.
Dominic in Seattle, talk to me.
Yo, what's good? My take on everything was crazy. I didn't think that Billy Joe Sanders would do such a thing. I didn't think that was going to happen to him. But I don't like the fact how he scaled away from everything. But Canelo was just out and center. He was on all the media sites talking about he's a cheat, he takes drugs, stuff like takes peds and all that stuff. But when it comes to Luis Ortiz and Dylan Whyte, I knew this was going to happen. I knew Eddie Hearn was in his lab cooking up some shit. He's hella good with it. He don't want nothing big to happen to his prime fighters. I already knew he was going to go with the Chisora. And even though when they had the interview together and Chisora stepped in and gave him a $5 million, offer, Dillian Whyte was laughing at that shit. But now it's serious. So we all know they don't want to smoke with Luis Ortiz because Luis Ortiz got that. He got that smoke that just you don't know about. Even though he might be old, but you don't want to get beat by an old motherfucker. So I think that's the main reason. And when it comes to Pacquiao and Broner, that's just like one of those intern things where you got to beat somebody to get to somebody, I think. And we all know Broner's going to get beat. He never comes with the true pound for pound shit. He's always half-assed shit. And, you know, that's it. And I think Tyson Fury and, you know, Deontay Wilder is about to kill it. And Luis Ortiz needs to hear him get back underneath the undercard of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's my call.
Great call. Great call.
Dominic, thanks for calling in. We're going out to let me see here. Well, I messed this up.
We're going out to. Damn, that would have been perfect right there.
We're going our mastermind.
Oh, Javier.
What up?
You gotta get you an intro, baby.
What's up, man? I'll get one eventually. Hey, Mike, I'm mad you got people on drive-by, man. You know, taking our time and shit. You know, nigga over here, Lady Bud, can't get off him. But anyway, hey, man, the UK a bunch of cheaters when I think about it. Billy Joe got caught. Fury got caught. The other Fury got caught. And Dillian Whyte was on them PEDs in 2012. You know, them niggas really on that shit over there. I'm just saying, and it ain't working for them. But whatever.
I mean, in fairness to Dillian Whyte, he took something that was put on the ban list like 3 weeks prior to him taking it, and it was over the counter too. So and he took the exact same thing that Big Baby Miller took too. So
I mean, hey, it's still a performance enhancing drug, right?
But Big Baby Miller did not get in trouble for it, but Dillian Whyte did. That's all I'm saying.
Anyways, back
Okay, so I kill your point. So now go ahead.
Let me just shut your ass up, Mike. Hey man, finish. I don't get Eddie say he want to promote people in the USA. Louise would be a good name for Dillian to fight in the USA. Louise had 1 million people watching him and Deontay on Showtime. I'm just saying. I mean, he ain't no American
too tough of
fighter.
a fight, bro. Too tough of a fight. Listen, they accepted that fight on December 22nd. I said it before. How else do you get people on DAZN? Make a good fight that they want to see. If they make Luis Ortiz, we gonna talk about it every day. You know what I'm saying? People gonna buy the app to watch it. They not buying the app to watch no fucking Chisora.
Who?
Chisora trash.
Exactly. That's exactly who.
I know. That's why I said it.
Not even who. More like
who gives a fuck? Like what?
Javier, it's on you though.
Hey, I'm gonna call back in. Okay.
All right, just let me know. You know you got that boomerang status. We're going out to Michael in the UK.
What up, Miggity Mike?
Hey, how's it going? I guess I have to be the UK spokesman now. Rob is not. Rob is having a day off. First off, with the Dillian Whyte situation. Now, Dillian Whyte was always supposed to fight Chisora. Ortiz is a plan B. As in, if the Chisora deal doesn't go through,
get
then
your
Ortiz
Chisora, get your Dillian Whyte
It's
protecting ass out of here. I don't want to hear that fucking sob story. So you want to see a rematch? That's what you're telling me. You rather see Chisora Whyte and not Lewis versus White.
No. I rather see Ortiz versus.
All right.
White.
So don't come in with that narrative that it was the original fight. Nobody ever wanted that fight. Who gives a fuck if it was the original fight? Tell Eddie shoved the original fight up his ass because we never wanted it. We seen it already.
Yeah, but the reason why he's fighting Chisora.
No, you see, this is what I'm saying.
AJ
this is what I'm saying about bias, bro. This is what I'm saying about bias. They say I'm the fucking Wilder voice, but Wilder is forced to fight Stavern because of a fucking mandatory. He pays $600,000 not to fight him. Y'all still shit on him. He fights him. Y'all shit on him. But now Dillian Whyte can fight anybody he fucking wants.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Back to the Ortiz. Back to the Ortiz and Dillian Whyte now. Yeah. So Ortiz is saying fight on the undercard of Wilder Fury in December, but that doesn't make no sense because he's
Ortiz accepted it on December. Ortiz accepted it in your card. He accepted it already. All Eddie got to do is send an offer. He still ain't sent it.
Yeah, because it's gonna fight Chisora.
Yeah, because he don't want to make a bigger pay-per-view on the same date. Luis Ortiz ain't saying, no, I can't fight on December in your home country. No, he's saying I can fight in December 22nd in your home country. Send me the contract.
Yeah, but it's not a duck if he's fighting in the first order.
It is a duck if it's not a fucking better fight, bro. Chisora fight is not better than a Ortiz fight.
I'm agreeing with you.
He's
the
from the
Ortiz
UK.
fight is a better fight, but let's not.
And then Ortiz probably won't demand 5 million pounds either.
Exactly. Huh? Ortiz ain't demanding no 5 million pounds.
Hey, but put it this way, what's this space in regards to that? The key point I want to talk about in this call is the Terence Crawford versus the Benavidez fight.
Not really. If you let off with Whyte, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not you can. I wonder. What I really want to talk about with Trump. Come on, bro, get the fuck out of here. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, that wasn't what I was going to talk about because you started talking about it. That's why I said let me just clear that up for everybody. But the main thing is the Benavidez.
Oh, it's really clear now. You got it crystal clear.
Now, I don't know how it is in the States. But in the UK, we're hardly getting no coverage on it at all. So I'm thinking, if Bob Arum is getting this big 60 million payday, should some of that be going on to promotion advertising? Because Crawford, I believe, other than Lomachenko, is his biggest fighter in his stable, and he's not getting no airtime, no promotion, or nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh man, you gotta let him go, bro. Cause you cut him off a lot now. You cut him off a lot.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I said that as he's getting this new deal with ESPN. I'm thinking that most of that money should be going to marketing promotion. He's his top fighter in this stable, and in the UK, we hardly get any coverage. The press conference, I couldn't find out anything about it. I couldn't see nothing about the workout. I just know it's going to be on Box Nation in the 13th. But other than that, there's no other build-up. So I'm thinking. I don't know.
According to Mike, we just don't frequent ESPN enough.
I don't know if it's the US. You might get loads of coverage in the US. I don't know about that. I'm just talking from a UK perspective. In regards to that, because obviously
but you got ESPN.com, my friend. You got ESPN. You got ESPN Plus. Like you have access to it.
No, you can't access that because to access the ESPN Plus, you have to be US citizen.
Yeah, but y'all got ESPN BT Sports, right?
No.
It's on Box Nation. But then you're gonna have to pay what £15 a month for that.
No.
Okay.
But you still got ESPN.com.
Yeah, but it's not on there. It's not on there. Not in the UK.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's the States version.
Yeah, but you're gonna tell me that they're not even featuring Crawford on ESPN.com UK?
They got one article. That's it. One article. That's all. That's all they have. Trust me, I've been searching. I'm a fan of Crawford, so this is why I'm concerned about because I'm trying to find the information. I know they had a press conference today, and I was trying to find it. And I couldn't find it.
Yeah, for some odd reason, they only had the press conference on ESPN Plus for some odd reason. I don't know
why. Well, Mike, thanks for calling in. You know why, bro? They want everybody to go there.
Yeah.
They're also going to stream the weigh-in on the app or some shit like that. I was listening.
And they got a camp life going too.
Yeah, they stole that.
Yeah.
Jose, talk to me.
Yo, boys, what's going on? First of all, man, Broner is like McGregor, man. He's so great that he can lose and he'll still be popular. He'll still be relevant. He'll still make millions, man. So that's just like, I guess a blueprint for all the other fighters to know how to be entertaining, man. As per Pacquiao, man, I still think Pacquiao has one good run in him. I think he can beat like a tank at maybe at 140. He can fight a couple of the guys in the Haymon stable at 147 and beat them, man, and maybe make a last run at Mayweather. I always thought so. So let's see what happens there. These UK guys, man, still trying to say that. It drives me crazy. Dillian Whyte is a bum. He's a fucking bum, like straight up. And I don't know, like, if we should even take these UK guys serious because they're so biased. They're so in love with their own flag. They can't see the truth. Okay, Joshua's good. He's good. But Whyte is just absolute garbage. So I don't know why we still have to hear about this guy all the time, man. Eddie Hearn is a genius. Again, look at the Zone. That show that they put on was amazing, man. The aesthetics of it, everything about that show, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's at the caliber of HBO, and it's going to take HBO over as HBO obviously goes out and we won't see it anymore, right? But man, and Eddie Hearn is so smart that he's able to build up this Dillian Whyte character, able to get all these UK bums to pay like millions of dollars to go watch him. Ortiz is gonna destroy him, man. He's gonna beat the shit out of him, man. I can't wait to see that fight. And you know what? And look at Mayweather, man. I'm calling it right now. Mayweather is gonna call out that guy that beat up his bitch there, McGregor, man. He's gonna call him out and he's gonna fight that Russian guy in a boxing match. That's all I got. Keep it up, guys. You know, shout out to all the boys on the TBV Fit Challenge, and I'll see you guys in LA soon enough. Peace.
Yeah, man, that's far fetched though. Mayweather fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's not gonna happen. But okay.
Shout out to Jose in Canada, part of our TBV Fit to Fight Challenge. Was a big group of us, most of us from Border Wars and others that know each other or whatever. We're doing like a 30-day challenge, so if you want to get involved, follow us on social media. You can catch me at NSGTO and get all the rules there if you want to be a part of it. Definitely a lot of TBV family members. Shout out to Sal, Anthony Edwards, who else? Mitty, Coach Mitty, myself, Jose, quite a few. Let me get back to Javier. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say something about Terence Crawford too before I left. Bro, I give Terence his respect, man. I'm not gonna get on this disrespect Terence train that Ness is on, bro. He a great fighter, man. He fighting who available right now. I mean, like I agree with Mike when he said, look at Errol Spence. He looking for a fight. At least Terence giving us fights. Just showcase your talent, bro. Everybody ain't gonna be the best fighter. No, he finna fight goddamn top talent every fight. I know he ain't really. We ain't fighting who we want, but at least we seeing them, bro. We can at least see the man fight. So I like that, man. At least Terence trying to get active for us. But Errol need a fight. Need a fight. But I feel like people kind of scared to fight Errol too, though. To be honest, I feel like that's the problem with some fighters. Like people just don't want to fight them niggas because they serious threats. Like you might get hurt fighting them people. So niggas scared to fight them. So I feel like that's the case with some of these fighters. To be completely honest, but I'm excited. Hey, and I wanna that WBSS fight, October 20th. Man, I like that nigga Emmanuel Rodriguez. I watched his last fight. I like him. I really think he gonna do some big shit, man. I like that man.
Well, all right, Javier. Thanks for calling in. Let me go out to Andre Diakonu, pound for pound supporter. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's good, everybody?
What's up?
I guess you didn't like my super chat, Mike, because I was
bruh. I seen it, but Ned started talking shit. Then I forgot about it. Then I couldn't get back to it.
Fucking at work.
It's all good, man. But listen, man,
Ned can still read it though.
And Hearns, they got to do something better to keep this sport alive, man. Because when you got Bud on ESPN on Stephen A. Smith radio show, national, coast to coast. And Stephen A. said, what's the long-term plan? And you said, I don't know, I'm just going to fight whoever's put in front of me. That's not building your brand, man. You just seem like you're just real comfortable with the money and don't care what goes on to keep your legacy going. It is time to take charge of your career and stop letting the old Jewish man run it for you. Right now is collecting checks. He remind me of another Dana Garcia. He was quiet, and all of a sudden when he got that first loss, he wants to be heard. He wants to be seen. Nah, man, don't wait for that first loss to be seen. Do the work now. So when you have a platform like Stephen A., you talk shit. You call out Spence. You call out somebody. Even though Uncle Bob and Al don't want to work together right now, make people learn who you are, man. You got the average casual fan listening on radio at work in the car, and you give the driest ass interview? Come on, man. This is fight week, man. Promote yourself, man. The man just got too comfortable since he signed his deal, man. Too comfortable. And in regards to Eddie Hearn, man, if you don't give me a better product on DAZN, I'm cutting that shit off by the end of the year, man. That Dylan Whyte and Ortiz fight need to happen, man. This is bullshit. You want me to pay $10? Listen, man, I could watch matchroom cards all day, but at the end of the day, you're supposed to make U.S. fans be attracted to top key matches. Right now, I don't want to see matchroom fights. If I want to see matchroom fights, I'll stream that shit illegally, man. That's it, man. These promoters need to stop thinking of themselves and lining their pockets and getting their families in line and put these fights together so these fighters can make some real money. At the end of the day, you shortchanging the fans and lining your pockets with dollars. Enough is enough, man. I'm out. Ness, thank you for going down to Alabama. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, brother. You know, without you and all the other patrons, it just isn't possible. We're actually going to double up. We're going to hit up Wildest Camp next week. I'm bringing down Mike. So hopefully, you know, we see Mike after that on the show. You know, he might end up just trying to live with Wilder and shit. You know how he do. I wonder how Mike's going to be after he meet Wilder. Is he still going to have the same love for Bud? Like, is he going to cheat on Bud? Like, what's going on?
Cheat on Bud. I can't. I mean, Bud, I can't say Bud my favorite. I think Wilder. I think Wilder my favorite though. I mean, I think both of them like equally because I think both of them represents kind of the same thing. But Wilder shit,
which one's the wife and which one's the mistress?
Who?
But Wilder brought me to the sports side. Shit, I got to bro with my fucking homie. I mean, and Wilder actually talks and responds. So I mean, shit, Wilder my nigga.
So Bud be giving you the cold shoulder?
Man, Bud ain't responding to shit, nigga. I done hit Bud up like probably about 6-7 times. He ain't responding to shit.
Damn. Yo, that's his style, though.
I know. I mean, I can't get mad at him. It is what it is. But inside the ring, I mean, shit, the guys are good. Yeah. At the end of the day.
I mean,
and Andre Diacono, I agree with everything you said. You can't get on First Take and motherfucking
that too, Mike.
Yeah. And
I see how you saw both things that Bud didn't perform well on, and you didn't let our listeners know. Diacono had to pay in a super chat just so we could talk about it. Then you ignored it purposely, and he had to call in.
I didn't ignore it purposely. You created a fucking Ness narrative. There we go again. Ness narrative.
It was negativity about your fight, and you said.
But I'm saying I agree with it though. You can't get on these platforms and give a dry ass interview. You got to take the fucking guy that we seen in that fucking clip of you in the gym, and you got to translate that to fucking TV and to radio.
That's what Diacono said. Let me just read it for you. He said Crawford was more vocal in his gym, and he's talking about on the press in the media workout footage from yesterday in his gym. He says, then he was on a Stephen A. Smith national radio show this week where it really counts. Stephen asked, what is your main goal for the future? He said, nothing. Nothing. See, because he don't know.
He don't. He ain't got no plan.
See, Earl could say, I want to fight or I need a fight, but he know he getting that Crawford fight beginning of next year, mid next year. Everybody know that.
And Earl got man down promotions too. So I mean, he's getting another check. So Crawford, man, you gotta look and see what the guys are out here doing. I know you read up for 3 years, but after that 3 years, bro, don't do it again, man. Get out here and.
When Crawford was asked about a promotional company, he said, "Not right now."
Yeah, I just don't understand.
But remember, we're talking about the same guy that when asked right after who'd he beat? I forgot who he beat, and Kellerman's like, who do you want next? Manny Pacquiao or so-and-so? And he's like, it's up to Bob. We did a show about it. We was like, damn, you know, right when he was supposed to say, yeah, I want Pacquiao, you know what I mean? Don't duck me, pass that torch, yada, yada, yada. I think Diacono hit it on the spot, man. It's content, man. And we've said that before. When you're getting $3 million to fight Horn on regular TV, like $3 million, you know, some of these guys get that on pay-per-view. You know, they get that guaranteed in the pay-per-view backside. So like $3 million is pretty cool. Brandon, Cincinnati, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it, man. I'm interested in seeing the #1 pound-for-pound fighter fight Saturday, Bud Crawford, man. #1 pound-for-pound. Nobody epitomizes the sweet science like my boy Bud. And let me go ahead and say this, man, 'cause I'm tired of motherfuckers complaining about Bob Arum this, Bob Arum that, and they keep giving Al Haymon a pass and all this shit. Al Haymon ain't trying to negotiate with no other managers or promoters. Al Haymon ain't fucking perfect. His fighters fighting one time a year. Ain't none of them really touching millions yet, but a few of them. The motherfuckers over there getting fat, Tank walking around looking like Gucci Mane before prison. Like, I'm tired of it, man. Every time a fight don't happen between like cross promotions, they want to blame Bob. What about fucking Al Haymon? He ain't knocking the
Bro, it's two-way street. Let him speak. Let him get his call off. Let him get his call off.
Are you really
get his call off?
Really trying to do that when you know that the PBC side at least gives you better fights? That's why it's not up to Al. Hold on. It's not up to Al to go to Bob. Bob need Al. Bob don't got fighters. Bob is giving you Jose Benavidez. Al just gave you Danny versus Sean. Al gave you Danny versus Keith. You know what I'm saying? Deontay versus Luis Ortiz. Like, what are you talking about?
Let me finish thanking you, bro.
Fucking Vasil Lomachenko versus fucking what was that dude named Linares? Man, you guys are bananas.
Yeah. Let me finish, man. Like I said, back when Errol Spence did that corny ass shit after the Porter Garcia fight, talking about he on the right side of the street. They got this guy over there, this guy over there. Last time I checked, him and Bud fought the same amount of those guys. 0. So Errol, it don't matter what fucking side of the street you on, if the motherfuckers ain't gonna come outside and play with you. The bottom line is him and Bud is
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, he named Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, all the top welterweights that's on the PBC side. How many of those guys have Errol Spence fought?
Lamar Peterson.
Why don't you keep that? No. Keep that shit in context. He said that at a post-fight press conference for Danny and Sean. What is you talking about? Why you acting like it's been so long? Why you acting like Danny and Sean? Why you acting like Danny and Sean? Why you acting like Danny and Sean didn't just fight and Sean's father, his daddy ain't just come on the show and say his son ain't fighting till fucking April or June? And when do you expect Danny to fight off a loss? You expect him to get in there with Earl? Get your head out your ass.
I mean, what he's saying is Earl had that belt since like 2017, and he had the opportunity. But he ain't fought nobody on that side though, bro. He got all them motherfuckers over there, but he ain't fought Danny, he ain't fought Keith, he ain't fought Sean.
Last time I checked, Lamont Peterson was way better than
Lamont Peterson.
Than Benavidez.
Jeff Horn too, huh? Lamont had that WBA regular. Two-time division champ. Two-time division champ.
Last time I checked, he was way better than Jose Benavidez.
Jeff Horn too, huh? Okay, I feel you.
Hey, Mike, so you can get your facts right. 2 divisional champ.
That's what I said.
2 divisional.
That's what I said. WBA regular, 147. The same belt Pacquiao got that Terence said is not a real belt. It's not a real belt.
What about 140? It was not a real belt either?
Bro, I didn't say, but we're talking about a division. Why are you bringing up 140? If you want to bring up 140, Terence was undisputed at 140. Terence was undisputed at 140. Undisputed, dog. You want to bring up 140?
I'm bringing up 140 because I said he was a 2-division champ.
I said the same thing.
Right away, you try to discredit him by saying, "Oh, it's a regular." Terence said this.
Bro, you said it too.
So what I said,
you call it a fucking wood belt.
So what I say, yo.
Well, when it fits your fucking argument, you roll with it. I feel you.
No, I'm saying at 140, it ain't no regular belt.
I never discredited his 140. We were talking about 147 though. So why bring up 140?
Sound like you did because you
never.
Right
never
away,
let him off.
The fact that the belt was a regular and that Terence discredited it.
At 147, I did. Yes, I did because he discredited Manny Pacquiao belt, and you have too. Like we've all discredited that fucking WBA regular belt, have we not?
Though you could take away Lamont's belt, he's still more accomplished than Jose Benavidez.
What about Jeff Horn, who had a WBO actual championship belt?
Okay, so then Jeff Horn is the equivalent of Kell Brook. Next.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, next. Who's the next one?
He's only been at 147 for one fight, Jeff Horn. Now he's his second fight.
Exactly. So his second fight is Benavidez. Who's his Earls?
Lamont Peterson. Okay, but did we think Lamont Peterson was going to beat Earl? Did we give him a shot? Did we give him a shot? Did we give him a shot though, bro?
Are we giving Jose a shot?
That's what I'm saying. So we didn't give either of them a shot. So why we been hard on Terence Crawford?
Because
and you're not being hard on Lamont Peterson when you said that he had
is better.
Okay, bro. According to you, let's see Jose.
Lamont's better.
Let's see Jose and Lamont and the ring. Then we could truly say who's better. On paper, we can do that with anything. On paper, we can say Lamont's better, but until they actually get in the ring with each other, we can roll with it.
We can say that about anybody.
Exactly.
That route.
And I'm not picking either side. I'm just gonna say, because you're doing the Spence and Crawford. No, Lamont is better than Jose. That's a fact. We can't dispute that. Lamont is better than Jose.
Is unproven. This is Jose's step up, man. Like Mike is trying to make him out to be a world champ. Both
who said it world champ? It's Terrence's second fight at 147. You guys want to throw him in there with the fucking?
I'm arguing that Lamont is a 2-divisional champ, and
it's not. And it's not Earl's second fight at 147. Earl been at 147 his whole career. So let's get that right.
Talking about after the belt, Mike.
Oh no, talking about after the belt. Okay.
I mean, that's why you brought up Horn, right? Because that's when he got the belt.
I'm saying he was a champion.
And that's when Earl became a champion after Kell Brook.
I was talking about. I was comparing Lamont to Horn as far as being like champions or whatever. But go ahead.
Bo, you're up.
Lamont Peterson versus Jeff Horn would be a good fucking fight. I actually like the sound of that, Mike.
Thank you.
Like the fucking sound of that. Also, I'm tired of hearing people talk shit about Bud not talking shit. Like Bud talking shit at the gym. He ain't talking shit on TV and on Instagram and he ain't talking shit. He talking shit where it matters. Is at the fucking gym, right?
No, bro, you can't say that, bro. You can't say where it matters, bro. Because it matters when people see you.
Man, that shit. I never heard Tommy Hearn say a damn thing, but I seen him beat plenty ass. I ain't never heard.
That was a different time. That was a different
boxing was different then, bro.
That was a different time. You ain't have a bunch of sporting events on when Tommy Hearns fought. It was a different time.
Yeah, that was a totally different time.
I see Gervonta Davis out here bullshitting. Adrian Broner out here bullshitting. These niggas out here bullshitting. I'm actually scared for Tank Davis right now because he be bullshitting a little too much for me. I don't like to see niggas playing all the time, bro. I want to see this man get in there and beat ass. I don't care if he say another damn.
We're gonna have a fight at the beginning of next year.
How many times has he fought this year?
One time.
Mike, your narrative is so whack.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I want to see these guys fight, bro. I'm a fan of Tank. I'm a fan of Earl.
Narrative is whack, bro.
Earl fought twice this year.
Your whole narrative is always out of context. It's like, yo, Bud got a fight, but I'm not gonna mention he signed a 3-fight deal, and the promotional company signed a 7-year promotional agreement with ESPN.
I don't understand the arrow spectrum. If he fights in December, that's 3 times. That's one of the more active fighters. I don't get why people say.
But he only fought once in 2018, and then 2019 was like at the beginning of the year, run. It's in January.
Contract starts in December, Mike. So don't worry about Earl and Tank and all them guys. They're gonna start fighting. The PBC NBC contract already starts in December. Okay.
I'm happy for it, bro. Like I'm not mad that I'm mad that they aren't active. No, they're not active, bro. I want to see them. I'm not happy. I want to see them guys in the fucking ring.
You not happy. You be laughing. You be putting up pictures talking about they ain't fighting. You not happy. Tell the truth.
I know I'm not happy they're not fighting, bro. I want to see Earl in the ring. I want to see Gervonta in the ring. These guys are top fighters. I don't want to see him once a fucking year. But we're walking all over my guy's car. Sorry, Bo.
I need
he ain't get no time.
With that being said, I'm off the Bud shit. Bud in 10, man. He's gonna be Benavidez in 10. I got that down. Also Tyson Fury. I'm actually him and Billy Joe really buddy. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas in the UK be on that shit, like my boy said earlier. Whether it's banned or about to be banned, they on there. They juicing up, taking shit that they shouldn't be taking overall. At the end of the day. But I'm worried about the fight, man. Hopefully he don't get popping no bullshit. That nigga is always a flight risk on making the date. So
who?
I'm worried about that.
To my Fury.
Tyson Fury, bro. Yeah. That nigga a flight risk, bro. Like
Got a nigga a flight risk.
I never would have predicted Billy Joe would have did this shit before this fight with Boo Boo. Fucking up Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? He always Boo Boo gonna be known as a could have been at how I predicted. Due to the fact he can't get a big fight. Wait, where your soundboard at, Mike?
I got it, man. The shit, man. I'm reading the manual and shit, bro. I just can't get it right, bro. I got all kind of sound bites, bro. I got that AB what how nigga say? Just soft that shit up.
You fucking up by reading the manual. Don't nobody read manuals, bro. Type the name of the sound for real. Type the name of the soundboard in, and they gonna tell you how to hook it up. Don't read no manuals, bro. I work at a car dealership. People are always talking about reading manuals. Just go to YouTube, type your problem in, or type what you got in, and it's gonna be an instructional video right there.
Bro, I tried that shit, man. Got them video with like 6 years old. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I'm gonna do it again tonight, bro. I'm gonna get it right. Every time you call, man, you be on my ass about this shit. But next show tomorrow's show, she gonna be hooked up, nigga, for sure.
I thought Ron was a sound guy.
I know you're gonna have good taste.
I was just giving him all the opportunities, man. This is Mike's time to shine with the soundboard.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
I thought you could help.
Soundboard, bro.
Oh, I didn't know he was struggling this much. Today was the first time at all different type of levels everywhere.
Nah, man, I fuck with Dreamland, B. I had Full Moon once. I had Full Moon once. It just wasn't as good as Dreamland, but I'll give it another shot. I'll be back Tuesday. Monday, actually. I'm going back Monday.
What is Dreamland?
All right,
Rib
I ain't gonna hold
spot.
up the line,
Oh, okay.
All right, bro.
Definitely gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rib spot, B. Rib spot. We're going back to Info Joe.
Ain't no show.
Hey, what up, fam? What's up, my boxing brothers far and near, all the hardcores out there? Hey, man, first things first. Andrade, man. Hey, man, this dude can't get a shot, man. Some shit always fall apart. He like slap rock or something, man. This was supposed to be his coming out party, man. It was going to be against another elite fighter, and I do consider Billy Joe a good fighter, and he had to fuck it up for him too, man. But I was looking forward to this fight because we only got a few good fights left of this year, man. This was going to be a good chess match, skillful fight. It wasn't going to be just some brawling shit. It was going to be some master boxing. Disappointed. Far as Pacquiao and Broner, mark my words, Pacquiao will beat Broner worse than he's ever been beaten at Pacquiao's old age. Remember, you heard it here first. Far as Ortiz and Dillian Whyte, man, he needs an Ortiz fight just as much as Ortiz need him right about now. He needs that. If he wants to break Whyte in the U.S., this will be the fight. He'd be foolish to turn this fight down. And I heard that Ortiz was going out there to fight him, right?
Yeah, they just ain't give him no offer. He accepted it when Dillian Whyte said it, but Eddie hasn't offered them that fight. He's offered them 3 other fights.
Wow. Hey, one more question. Does your pay cut when you ain't fighting another headliner like Andrade? Does his pay get
I'm
cut
sure.
too?
I'm sure, man. Shit changes, man. I'm sure.
Why should it change with him though?
And on to
because it's a
I'ma
different
back you up
show,
on this,
and them
Mike.
tickets ain't even getting sold.
It's in Boston shit. Basketball season just started.
Hey,
And
Mike,
football season going on.
Hey man, top rank man, Bob Arum. He's been the only promoter, far as a promoter, talking about Crawford and Spence. Man, this has been the third time that he said he's willing to make the fight. Now, I was with everybody else saying, why in the hell did Crawford sign that deal with Top Rank, knowing he wouldn't be able to fight all the other Walters? But it looks like, just like he said Bob was going to go out there and try to make those fights. So I don't think it's going to be a problem on Bob Arum's side to make that fight, man. Spence needs to get on Al for them to make that fight. They both ain't got no opponent after this. We don't know about Earl, but
man, they ain't had no opponent before this. They ain't had no opponent before this. Fuck out of here. He fighting David Benavidez because it's personal.
The main thing about the PBC
you know why Spence saying he need a motherfucking fight, Mike? Because your man won't fight him. He busy fighting some other fucking person nobody gives a fuck about.
Wasn't Spence in talks with fighting Mikey Garcia though, bro? You coming with this Ness narrative and shit. He coming with this Ness narrative and shit. But wasn't it supposed to happen? Wasn't it supposed to happen?
Why was he in talks? Because
come on, bro. Crawford fighting horn at the time, man. Get out of here with that shit, bro.
Get out of here, bro. You never.
But the problem with
you ain't gonna wake up to the fight happen, bro.
No, I'm sleeping, nigga. But the problem with the PBC is, man, is that they don't have a face like Matchroom.
They don't need the face.
Shit, the fuck they do. Yes, they do. They need somebody out here defending. Nah, fuck that. Well, they ain't doing a good job.
Oh yeah?
No.
So why is it that PBC fighters are like top 4 in every fucking division then?
Top 4, but they not.
If they ain't doing a good job,
they not out there, bro.
Why is it you could barely mention a division without mentioning a PBC fighter then? If they ain't doing a good job, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
They're not being promoted properly, and they don't have a person out.
It is. And Bud is, because we all knew he was fighting tomorrow.
I did. That's your fault. You was down in Alabama with your crush. So I mean, it is what it is.
You different. You married to him. I hear people calling in saying they ain't know either. What you talking about? People,
bro, who called in and said that? Name one person that called in and said that.
Right in the chat.
Okay, the chat. Yeah, okay. The chat always wrong.
You always wrong. Donald Richmond.
Y'all be going at it. Man, about Dillian Whyte. I mean, it's like a bad situation for Dillian Whyte because it's like he do need to take the Luis Ortiz fight to kind of prove that he is a good fighter because some people think he's shit. I mean, I like Dillian Whyte. He's cool. I don't think he's that great of a fighter. He's an okay fighter. I think if he fights Luis Ortiz, I think Luis Ortiz definitely stops him. So, in my opinion, Dillian Whyte got to weigh his options out. Do you want to take the Luis Ortiz fight that you probably can't win, that you probably get knocked out in, to try to prove a point that you can't win to prove anyway? Or do you want to try to do another little Derek Chisora fight, even though we don't want to see it because it's really a shit fight, but you don't want to take an L because you still want to get that Joshua payday? So put that shit on the table and figure out what you want to do. You know, meanwhile, the Terence Crawford, I think Terence Crawford is a good fighter. I like Terence Crawford. It's like I like Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and it's like I'm gonna give a scenario. Like if you got a child, right, and then you got this little boy, and then he got his dad, and he really likes his dad, and then he's got that really good uncle. It's like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is like the dad that you like and the uncle that you really like, and then they get in a fight, and it's like you don't really want to see that, but they gotta hash it out because Terence Crawford is there at welterweight and Errol Spence is there at welterweight. So, in my opinion, when those two fight, I don't care about. I like Keith Thurman, but at this point, he's fucking a shit. He's a piece of shit right now. So, when Errol Spence and Terence, I mean that in not a bad way because I really like Keith Thurman. But him and this injury shit, he's got to stop this fucking bullshit about being hurt every time it's time for a fight. So in my opinion, it's like when Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight, that is the king of the division. Whether that person that wins that fight has all 4 of the belts, it doesn't fucking matter. That's the best of the division, regardless, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then
Well, your opinion is shit. Your opinion is shit then, because if Crawford coming off a Benavidez fucking win means he's the king of division if he
the king.
No, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't fucking say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I said when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, the winner of that is the king of the division. That's what I said. I didn't say
I agree with that.
What if they fight next?
Benavidez.
So what if they fight next?
They're the king.
The best in the division.
Damn right. Here we go with that motherfucking Keith Thurman look. Come on, baby. Come on out. Come on out.
Yo, you the best in the division. Meanwhile, there's a guy out there that beat. There's a guy out there that
he ain't beat Earl. He ain't beat Earl.
There's a guy out there that
he ain't want Earl. He ain't want to see Earl, nigga. Oh no, Earl need to build himself up first. Earl ain't nobody. He need to go and build himself up first. The fuck out of here, nigga.
Ness, you missing my point. You going into your argument with him. I'm not a part of that. I'm just saying, and I think, in my opinion, I think Manny Pacquiao could beat Danny Garcia too, because Pacquiao still got more speed than
Bro,
Danny.
they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do with Crawford beating Benavidez and fighting Earl next, and all of a sudden, in your opinion, being the
my opinion too.
Division.
If whoever wins between Earl and fucking Terence Crawford is the best in the fucking division.
Like I told him, I don't remember the exact words, but like I told him, well, then your opinion is shit.
The nigga ain't fought in goddamn me. How long?
You a casual. You a casual because only casuals would.
How you gonna be on somebody's nuts that ain't fought in goddamn me 2 years? Come on, man.
I'm on his nuts then. It's only a casual tries to omit the fact that one guy's out there who beat people before everyone else.
And one goddamn not want to fight the other guy either.
Only one man was fucking unified in that division.
How many times was Earl calling for fucking Thurman though? Calling for him.
He hurt.
He hurt. Before he was hurt.
People talking about, yo, he faking an injury. Meanwhile, he's been out for over almost 2 years now.
Bad and Bougie was.
He got comfortable, man. He got comfortable. Like you said about Crawford. Got his money. Thurman got his money and got comfortable. Went to go see the world. Got a wife over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the wife. You know what I'm saying? Ready for marriage, all that stuff.
And Mike,
hey, living life.
True. You could be absolutely true. It could be 100% right, but that still doesn't mean shit. He's still undefeated. He's still champion in Reese's. He still beat Danny Garcia first. He still beat Sean Porter better than Kell Brook. Like, what are you talking about, bro? He still passes the eye test. He
beat Sean Porter better than Kell Brook.
Kell Brook had to hold, my man. Like, what?
Okay, but he wasn't getting hit like motherfucking Thurman was getting hit.
He held every fucking second. It was over.
Who fault is that? The ref tell the nigga stop holding then.
Man, you bugging, dog. Listen,
nigga, you bugging.
That's the difference right there. I'm fair down the line.
I'm fair too. I'm looking at it.
No, you're not. You a casual that don't know.
Okay.
Rules say you can't hold.
But every time we see a nigga hurt, what we say? Every time we see a nigga hurt, what do we say?
Who?
What do we? Everybody. You too, nigga.
What, when he hurt?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Better hold. He better hold. But what did the rules state? What do the rules state? Queensberry rules. What do they say?
Hey, man, shout out to fucking Queensberry.
No, the only way you can hold is if you got one hand free and you're supposed to punch with that other hand. Now, it is up to the referee's discretion, and that's where the fine line, that gray area is at, because these referees, you got to understand. As a casual, I'm sure you don't know, but like when the referees get picked, it's by the promoter. You know what I'm saying? They taking these dudes to dinner. You know what I mean? They flying them out. They're putting them up in the hotel room. The promoter pays for all that.
That's what Tete.
Why would the referee say, nah, Amir Khan is pushing Lamont Peterson too much? Again. Why would he do it again? Because the first guy that said it got fired.
Well, Al should have took the nigga out to dinner because Kell Brook was holding the whole fight.
All right, man. All right.
But one thing real quick, nigga Tete.
You don't like right and wrong.
Teddy Ellis had a big rant about that on the Joe Rogan podcast about promoters taking referees out to dinner, going out with them, and
That's
just
old news, man. That's old news because it's not the commission that picks the fucking refs.
and that's crazy.
Yeah, he always says that. He said it after the Canelo Triple G too.
The commission sends them, but it's up to the promoter. Even the fighter could say, "Nah, I don't want that." It's no different than picking a jury for a fucking a court case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get to contest it. Like if Adelaide Bird's there, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck that! I don't want her judging my fight." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they recently did that with the whole Canelo Triple G too.
And that's fair. It is fair to be able to do that. Teddy got his own angles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he do.
But it still is like that. Like the ref, some of these refs are just not gonna call it the way they should, bro. Like, yo, you think it was a coincidence that Floyd had like 3 refs? He never had a fight without like those guys. Come on, man. And think about those refs. How many times they telling their grandkids or every fucking body that comes to one of their shitty ass dinner parties that they reffed Floyd's fight? How many pictures you think they got of themselves reffing Floyd fights in their house? You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to fuck that up.
It's all been corrupt. I mean, like the IBF used to take money and just boost up fighters in the ranking system just so that they can get these alleged title shots. They still
corrupt, even though they're one of the best in terms of mandating fights. They corrupt. How the fuck Sean Porter loses to Kell Brook and gets dropped out of the top 15?
Out of that's crazy. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, they're all corrupt. WBA has like a bazillion different type of belts. You can see the WBC sometimes has.
Say all Floyd's refs been the same, but he got the same 3. It's like the same 3. Kenny Bellis, help me out here. You guys know it's the same.
What's the Adelaide Bird husband? What's the guy's name?
It's the same guys over and over that don't let you motherfucking hit, clinch and punch. Ain't no fighting on the inside in the Floyd fight. Get out of here, man. Acting like I'm making shit up. Bunch of weirdos in the chat. Jermaine in New Jersey, talk to me. Jermaine, going once, twice.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
My bad, fellas. My bad. All right, so I just wanted to come in real quick. Just let you know, y'all, we here for that bud smoke. You tuning in, gotta lock in. It's really disturbing how my man Ness is in love with Thurman. Dude.
Speak on it.
Thurman is finished. It's over. It's finito. He don't want no smoke. He's supposed to come back out and tell us what was going on with the doctor. I ain't heard nothing about that. He's done. He's with his wife. He loves his wife. All good.
Preach.
Then he wants to pop out. He wants to pop out and talk smack. Crawford ain't no real champ. Are you crazy?
Well, say what?
Craziness? Huh? Nobody cares about Thurman no more, dude. They talking about Spence and they talking about Crawford. That's it.
Nobody.
Sean is going to hide. He's in witness protection program, right?
Can't find him.
Thurman is hiding away with the other belt. Let's get him out of here too and let the real fighters fight. That's it. Put them 2 belts up. Then we can have a unified champ because them other 2 dudes, they ain't fighting shit.
So tell your man, send an offer.
They gonna run the high.
Tell your man, send an offer.
Nigga, Arum the only person out here in the public talking about the fight. I ain't heard Al talk about it. I ain't heard nobody from fucking Showtime even speak about it.
Yo, Mike, you really in that bag. You ain't heard Al talk about it?
No, talk about it. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. PBC needs a face, like Matchroom, like Eddie Hearn, like Top Rank. They need a face, bro.
He has people that do. They
got too many.
No, Ron, don't help.
They got too many. They got fucking what's his guy's name? Let
me tell you
Schaefer.
BBC do not need a promoter.
I'm not saying a promoter.
The fighters
manager.
Say what they want and they get what they want. I don't know if you need a history lesson in PBC.
I'm not saying that they're not getting. They need a person that's on the forefront, like Eddie Hearn is.
He's been crying for the fight. He don't get nothing.
Dog.
He don't get it. He's been sitting there waiting patiently, calling folks out, putting on great spectacular performances, and he don't get nothing. He's got to sit there. When he was the up and coming, your homeboy, your prima donna homeboy told him he had to wait. Go get the belt. Go do this. Go that. Go jump through hoops. And he can't get nothing. Right? He can't do it. What you want him to do? The only fight to be made now, because Porter's gonna duck and hide and Thurman ain't gonna come back no time soon, is for Spence and Crawford. And matter of fact, they over there acting and hoping and wishing that Spence and Crawford happen, so they don't got to fight right now. Let's be honest.
Why are we dogging Sean Porter? Like he just
and Thurman was in the same.
He was gonna fight.
Thurman was in the same.
Fight fans are fickle, man. Fight fan, like the dude, Sean Porter fought everybody in the division. He over here saying now Sean Porter gonna hide from Earl.
No, he ain't hide.
When they all say they want to fight Earl.
But hold on real quick, man. Thurman was in the same position.
Was fighting Jose Benavidez Saturday.
Thurman was in the same position as Dillian Whyte. Wilder told Dillian Whyte, you go fight Ortiz, then you got me. Money Mayweather, pound for pound king, the greatest of our era, told Keith Thurman, if you fight motherfucking Errol Spence, you got me. What Thurman do?
What are you talking about?
What Thurman do?
Okay. You better go find that audio.
I get you the audio. I seen it tonight.
Find that audio.
They had that. That was the talk.
The what? Huh? Home run?
No, that was the talk.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that, homie.
But here's the thing, though. You can look at it two ways. You can say that was Floyd ducking Keith, or you can say that Keith sees no significance.
I just want to be clear. So Floyd said, I will fight Thurman if he beats Earl Spence.
That was the narrative. I've heard that. I don't have.
No. Words. What did Floyd Mayweather say? Because homeboy over here banging on his chest. You know what I mean? He think he Planet of the Apes. So I'm
gonna be 100% honest. I'll have to find it, but I do remember hearing that. I remember hearing that.
Oh man,
I can't recall. I don't know how you feel. It was reported. But look, I'm gonna say that I did hear that. Now, where it's from, I have to go look it up, and I'll find it if it's from Floyd or someone else.
I smell bullshit in the chat.
This never happened. Mike is right about that. Mike is dreaming. That's old.
Look,
I heard that, but I don't know it came from Floyd. I heard that though.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Even Wayne said you dreaming, bruh. Wayne.
Oh, now you with Wayne. Now you with Wayne.
No, I'm saying.
See, whenever it fits this narrative, he'll go with it.
You ain't hear what I said. I said he's been saving you all day, and not now.
Spence the one that was saying that. I couldn't recall if it was. So let's see. Fight Hype Mayweather reveals this. I'll find it. I'll see if I can find it.
Find it
because I can't co-sign, but I heard about
60 seconds.
Bruh, Floyd didn't want to give Keith that shot, man. That's just the way it goes.
I do believe it was a Dante's Boxing Nation video, but I'll go check the archive.
Yeah, what's the source though?
That don't count. And if it's from the blog,
always copy and pasting Dante's interviews without a source. Don't send an interview, send a source. Tell us who he's naming in there, who he's saying said it.
If the chat can help us find the actual source, because I heard about it, but I don't know if there's audio from any of these fighters. I have to find it.
Like I just don't think Floyd will put himself in that position. I'm not saying Mike is wrong or they're wrong, that you're wrong. I just feel strongly that he wouldn't say, "Oh, if you beat Earl, I will fight you." Like I don't see that
because I do know that Floyd told Canelo, "If you fought Austin Trout, then I'll fight you." That was the narrative on that. And that's how that fight came to.
Yo, I smoked too much weed to remember that shit, bro. That was a long time ago, that Austin Trout fight. I mean, I was there and all that, and I remember Trout, but I don't remember Floyd. Like those times, I don't know.
We're gonna have to do some crate digging.
Look, you know what? I never really followed Floyd like that. Like I watched the fights, but like headline wise, you know, like all those Fight Hype interviews he used to do. I sit through more Eddie Hearn interviews, or I've watched more minutes of Eddie Hearn than I've ever watched of Floyd talking. I promise you, just for whatever, I don't know, it's just happened that way.
I always found Floyd to be entertaining. I don't know why. I just do. I just do.
I just think he always set ridiculous like bars. You know what I'm saying? It was never fair. Like he never wanted what we wanted. He only wanted what he wanted, and that was that. That was it. You know what I'm saying? It was always like that. Like we never got a fight we wanted. Like people talk now because they stupid and fickle. Oh, Maidana. Like I never wanted Maidana. I never wanted Maidana too. Like there was real fights out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we wanted Pacquiao. Okay, some people wanted Khan. The delusional people wanted Khan. Okay, we wanted Pacquiao. We wanted Keith. Okay, we didn't want no fucking Maidana. Maidana ducked Keith when Keith was 17-0. He was going to be the co-main event on Adrian Broner's card versus Maidana, and Maidana pulled out Google app saying Keith ain't no tune-up. Okay? So then Maidana gets the shot because he beat Broner. Keith would have did what to Broner, bro? And let's not forget that when Keith beat Jesus Soto Carras on the undercard of Adrian Broner Maidana, he called out Broner. It's on my interview. It just so happens Broner got his ass kicked. You know, life.
Yeah, Ring Magazine put that as upset of the year too.
Life isn't fair, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like Keith wasn't out there haunting Floyd. He was the WBA regular here. So if this was the division, the heavyweight division, and Floyd was fucking Anthony Joshua, Keith would have got a shot. Because that's apparently one of the two divisions they want to mandate regulars mandatory with the super champ and shit. It's whenever they pick and choose. We got, who is this? James in Harlem.
I mean, for Terence Crawford not to be a big draw, I mean, he sure getting a lot of calls tonight. God damn. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's poppin', y'all here?
What's good?
What's poppin'? Yo, Terence Crawford is the best. You already know. Can't nobody beat him.
Preach.
Errol is starting to run. You hear me?
Preach, man. Yeah. Bro, you are loud and clear. Talk your shit.
Starting to run.
Yeah, Errol is starting to run. And Mike, I got a whole bunch of bones to pick with you, but I ain't gonna get on it just yet.
All right.
Errol's starting to run. Errol see the light. He's starting to understand the light of day. Terence Crawford is here to take over the entire division. He took over the division before him. There's nothing gonna stop him. All the haters and all that bullshit talk, man.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Both men didn't have a fight, but Earl is running. Yep. Both men didn't have a fight.
About two sides of the street. Earl is fighting Ocampos and hiding out.
Mandatory.
PBC bullshit.
Mandatory.
They talking that PBC bullshit like they saw it. I got to deal with Fox. I got to deal with Showtime. You got to deal with nobody because you got no fight. Keep it real. Terence Crawford is the truth and the light. He will keep beating everybody you put in front of him, no matter who you put in front of him. Terence Crawford will keep beating them up until 100. 154 is about too high for him. I'm going to be honest. 154 is a little bit too high for him.
Well, put Earl in front of him.
Else, he will
put Earl in front of him.
Errol will lose.
Put Earl in front of him.
Jamal Charlo, and Errol Spence can't handle a stiff, educated jab. They're not the
Hold on, bro. No, you're going too far.
You bugging.
Going too far.
Saying that they all of this and all of that, put them in front of a real fighter. Which one of them has faced a real fighter yet?
Crawford faced a real fighter? Crawford faced a real fighter?
Completely destroyed them for months. Crawford is beating everybody they put in front of him.
It changes. It changes. It changes. It changes when we talk about Crawford.
He's digging a hole, man. Digging a hole.
Crawford is better than every fighter in the entire world.
Hey, Mike, are you a ventriloquist, Mike? How you doing that shit?
No, speak against me. Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the entire world. Can't nobody compare to him. I don't care who you name. I don't care what facts you think you got. It's bullshit. Ain't nobody better than him.
Errol Spence is a fucking joke. So is Jamal Charlo. And
Nah.
everybody thinks Triple G is ducking him. Triple G is ducking Jamal Charlo. This motherfucker fought Highland and Santino. You really think Triple G is ducking Jamal Charlo? Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. He don't want to see Jamal Charlo, bro. He don't want that work, bro. You know Triple G is too old.
Hey, James, I love the fucking energy. Great fucking call. Way to end the show. Listen, but
Dude said he had some shit for me.
tell Triple G to take the fight if he ain't ducking Charlo then.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? And if Earl is so if Earl's such a bum, why did Crawford pick Jose Benavidez instead of sending an offer? Why when they was both without a fight, all of a sudden Earl gotta send the offer? Like, I mean, yo, you want to fight? The dude need to fight. Ain't that what he said? He need to fight. Why are you fighting somebody else? I just don't get why we ignoring that. Like, they both was available. Troy, Baltimore.
B-more, what's up, baby?
What's up? Listen, I'm gonna touch on three things, right? This Spence and Crawford fight, that has to happen because that's the Leonard Hearns of this era. So eventually, hopefully, that it will happen. All the talking will stop. And I have no problem with Whyte fighting Ortiz because I believe Whyte will beat him. But the question I have is not an issue; it's a question. How do you go from being knocked out by the heavyweight champion to being a roadblock for someone to fight the heavyweight champion? How did that come about? Can someone explain that to me?
The same way a contender without ever holding a belt in his life and no notable win was a roadblock for Anthony Joshua.
So basically, you have no answer.
No, what the fuck? What the
That's
fuck?
What your answer tells me, Nestor.
No. You just don't like
have no legitimate
the answer. You do not like
have no
the answer.
No, you have no factual answer.
Yeah,
I asked for an
Troy.
answer. What you did was give me
You
your
know what it
opinion,
is,
brother.
Troy. You know what it is. Them
You give
UK
me-
boys afraid. Them UK boys afraid.
Afraid of what? Oh, okay. Okay, calm down before you start doing your whole yelling.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Last I checked.
Okay.
These Haymon fighters accepted offers.
Tell me this, right?
Ortiz accepted that.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I get that. I get that he accepted the fight. Whyte has never turned anybody down. I don't see him starting to turn anybody down now.
So why is Eddie?
Ortiz
So
done?
why is Eddie offering Luis Ortiz 3 other heavyweights not named Dillian Whyte?
I don't give a damn what Eddie's doing because one, we talking about Dillian Whyte. Here's my thing.
So now Dillian Whyte moves without Eddie,
Dillian
huh?
Whyte and Ortiz, correct?
Now Dillian Whyte moves without Eddie.
Are y'all
finished or y'all done?
Yes, I'm saying that, but let me say this.
Mike, you got
Whyte
hella
has
background
never
noise
ducked-
going on.
Yeah, Whyte has never ducked anybody, but tell me this, right? What has Ortiz done that he's held in such high esteem? What has he done?
Troy, he's done nothing. All he's doing is the same thing that, listen to me, let me finish. All he's doing is the same thing that Terence Crawford is doing. Terence Crawford felt...
you have completely lost me.
Well, let me finish. Stop cutting me off. Okay. So Luis Ortiz wants the same thing that Crawford wants. Crawford is now seeking some sort of vengeance on Benavidez because of all the verbal attacks. Dillian Whyte has made numerous, called Ortiz old, said he's a bum, said that as it wasn't a good win for Wilder. So Ortiz came out in the media and said, "You're calling me old, fight me." So then Dillian Whyte said, "Fine, I'll fight you." So then Ortiz said, "Fine, I accept your fight. Even if you don't want to fight December 1st on Wilder's undercard, I'll fight you December 22nd on your card, the way you want."
Cool.
And then no offer has never come. And Eddie isn't answering the phone. And when he did call, he offered 3 other fights, not named Dillian Whyte, and told Luis Ortiz's manager that they're looking at Chisora first.
Nah, nobody wants to see Chisora fight, part 2. Let him fight Ortiz. Let him knock him out in the 7th or 8th round and see what kind of excuse Wilder has this time. Because Wilder has had so many excuses why he didn't want to fight Whyte. Called him a peasant, said it was the money, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why does he have so many excuses?
Same reason Anthony Joshua did it.
First of all, Joshua never had any excuse. No one stopped Wilder because Wilder's his own man. Everybody else is a slave or whatever. Nobody stopped him from putting that pen in his hand and signing the contract. Am I right or wrong?
Troy, same thing Anthony Joshua did, Wilder's doing. Fight Dillian Whyte and you can fight me. Fight Luis Ortiz and you can fight me. God. Stop it, Troy. You're wasting our time.
He didn't say that to Wilder. He never said that to Wilder, brother. He never said that to Wilder.
Eddie,
unless you can prove it, like you
in the words of listen. In the words of Eddie, I am Anthony Joshua. I sign all the contracts. Okay, stop it.
Right.
So if Eddie is saying you can't get Joshua till you fight Dylan, that's the way it is, and that's exactly what it was. He didn't fight Dylan. He never got the fight.
Okay, my point is that nobody said that to the brother. But listen.
What you mean they didn't say that, Mike? Somebody tell this guy. What you mean?
He didn't say that, brother. He never said that. I mean, I don't recall ever hearing that. Just like you didn't recall the whole thing, with Mayweather telling.
Okay, that's fair. No, you're fair. That's fair, Troy. That's fair. Okay? That's fair. So let's ask the other guys. Let's ask them.
This is my last comment, right? Right. But this is my last comment. Everybody's saying that this brother was ducked, right? Ortiz was ducked. No one could ever name who ducked him. No one could ever say who turned down what offer to fight him.
Dillian Whyte.
They just have this narrative. Dillian Whyte never turned him down for a fight. You just said that he accepted the fight. He just waiting for an offer. Am I right?
And they didn't send the contract. They sent 3 others for 3 other fighters, bro. What you talking about?
That's Hearn BS, and Dillian has never ducked anybody. Why would he?
Yo, bro, I'm done with you, Troy. You've been over 3 minutes, and you just fucking trolling right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. He has a promoter, so you can't keep with the narrative. Dillian never ducked anyone. The promoter works for the fighter. Okay, I spoke to Luis Ortiz's manager. He said clearly, I don't want him to take the fight. I don't want him to go to the UK, but that's what he wants, so I had to call Eddie. He said, I'd rather him be on Wilder's undercard, but Lewis wants to fight, so I had to call. Mike, you got hella background noise, baby. So I had to call Eddie. Like, what the fuck? Yo, man, you guys are terrible. Terrible. Anyway, that's it with the callers. Mike, what's up with the audio? Yo, you going in and out. What's up, player? You was good all show.
My fault, bro. All right, it's better now.
You should lower it now.
He touched that soundboard.
I know.
Dude, the fucking caller had me all like, bro, you gotta get your shit right.
Like, lower, you got hella air.
You see that? You thought he was.
You have it too loud, so we hear all the hissing.
Can y'all hear it hissing now?
Nope, perfect.
All right. My bad.
You need to mark it. I told you I use tape on my mixer. Mark it. Gotta mark all your levels and everything, because your shit, man, it's a lot of buttons you end up forgetting.
Definitely a lot of buttons. But hey, final thoughts on me. Terence Crawford, pound for pound king, back in the ring this Saturday. 10:30, 9:30 Central. So we're definitely gonna hopefully do a fight chat for it, but you know how Ness is. He's an old guy.
What fight? What fight?
ESPN fight, man. Terence Crawford.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, man.
A live fight chat.
Yeah, a live fight chat. Yeah. It's Terence Crawford, bro.
Respecting, man.
How am I?
Respecting.
Explain yourself.
Dog, that's like at the very least, that's like immediate reaction show, not a
Wow. What if it's a fucking war?
Oh, that would be bad.
I know, but I'm just saying, like all the material, nigga, you would have during the fucking live fight chat, and you want to pass up on that possibility?
Hey, he did do Wilder Stavern too. I remember.
I'm just saying, man. But hey,
heavyweight.
Hey, yeah, look, it's the heavyweight division now. I thought maybe this was starting to become the Wilder voice. You know what I'm saying? Only Wilder get like special treatment and shit. But okay,
No, because we did AJ versus Takum and AJ versus just about everybody. We do heavyweights.
But their names though. Crawford's not a name.
Charles Martin. We did do Charles Martin.
Yeah, we did Ortiz versus fucking
heavyweight.
Razavon.
Weird fight, but it was heavyweight.
AJ.
We did Razavon and fucking Ortiz.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
To that, I'm pretty sure I said no.
But that's a heavyweight though. Everything you got to think of one without a heavyweight.
Ask him right here on air. I'm pretty sure I said no, and he was like, "Yo, come on," and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna show you," and we went out there and did it. I bet you there's no way I would have just did that. I'm like this. I tell Mike this all the time. It's like, yo, I don't think that's good, but if you want to do it, fuck it. I'm always down to work.
Yeah, that's true. So Saturday night it'll go.
Immediate reaction, bro. I might not even be around like Saturday night at 12 o'clock. You're crazy. I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm gonna be doing Z's, bro. I started working out again, so I'm definitely gonna be sleep.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking, man. Hey, Terence Crawford, man, pound for pound king out here. That's all.
If I'm up, we gonna do it.
But yeah, shout out to Andrew Tabiti starting this cruiserweight journey in the WBSS, and I'm excited to see Frank Warren's 118 pounder Zolani Tete. There's been a lot of buzz about him. He has the quickest knockout in championship history. I think it was last year when he came out and hit a guy with like a left hook in the first 10 seconds or whatever. So
what happened to Rigo, man?
Rigo, man,
Lomachenko.
Nobody want to fight him, bro. I mean, he's a guy that's a tough fight.
Oh, is he still
not a lot? I mean, I think so. I mean, he should be.
Well, he's not with Rock Nation, I don't think, anymore. So we have to get him somewhere first.
Oh, he is.
And Billy Joe, man, fucking Billy Joe, bro. Billy Joe title reign includes a win over Andy Lee, a year off. Then he fought Wolverine, a Cobb, what the fuck his name is, but his nickname is a Wolverine. And then he fought Willie Monroe. And then he ducked Martin Murray twice. And then he was stripped of his title. So Billy Joe had a interesting title run. I'm not quite sure we would call it very impressive, but I'm just disappointed about the PED stuff. I mean, VADA should be on the same level as everybody else. Well, everybody else should be on the same level as VADA. Let me correct that. And all this stuff that you're using out of competition, and then like 12 hours before, it's cool for you to like be on it. It's not cool at all. So Billy Joe needs to sure that up. Pacquiao, great signing with Haymon. Hope you get that Broner fight. Hope you get that Mayweather fight. Yeah, allegedly. And Ortiz, Whyte. If you do not fight Ortiz on the 22nd, you are officially ducking this man. He agreed to everything you wanted. Coming over here, 22nd, O2 Arena, this day in London. He agreed to it. If you don't fight him, you're ducking. Chisora does nothing to propel you in the heavyweight division. A win over Ortiz does. Those are my final thoughts. Follow me on Twitter at Gross2312 or on IG at Gross1911.
All right.
Oh yeah, saying man, Lewis Ritson, man, shout out. Joshua Buassi, shout out. Sorry about that.
Don't curse that man, Mike.
Who?
But
come on, man.
Mike.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Bro, come on, man. You said yourself Lewis Ritson was a good boxer. And Joshua Buassi is a good. I'm telling you now.
Don't curse that man. Look. Ron G, Fight IQ Media on Twitter and Instagram. Now, what makes Bud Crawford the fight this Saturday so interesting? Because I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but we also said that about Algieri and Ruslan and Saddam Ali and Miguel Cotto. UK had Honey Graham and Donald Curry, Baltimore, Zab Judah, and Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. I mean, think about this. You had Chocolatito, who was pound for pound on this allegedly pound for pound list that Ring Magazine had, and he loses to Rung Visai after Chocolatito moved up in weight multiple times. And this is what happened. So I don't think it's going to happen, but we do need to get that Spence and Crawford fight to happen, because in this division, you know, if this doesn't happen, like we didn't get Jamal Charlo to fight Canelo, right? Canelo's fighting Rocky Fielding. So check it. Now we got Jamal and Selesky possibly on December 22nd. So obviously we don't want to see that fight.
What?
Possibly, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break
what?
It. I think that, yeah. Go look it up on December 22nd, because Jamal don't got no one to fight.
Triple G is ducking.
Well, Jamal wants to fight in December, so this is what happens, man. So if we don't get Canelo and Spence, you know, this is what's going to happen in welterweight.
I guess they're trying to build the Jacobs narrative. Are they bringing Jacobs back? That makes absolutely no sense to fight a dude coming off a loss.
And real quick, man, big shout out to my guy Wayne in the chat. And you're totally right. I did beat Ness ass tonight, so I appreciate you.
Hold on. This is my final thoughts. Bag out. Hold on. Let me go and talk. Look. So we need to push this narrative, Spence and Crawford. The move your bias aside, everybody, because whatever side you want, we got to get them to push the fight. If you're a Crawford fan, push Crawford. If you're a Spence fan, push Spence. Don't push the other guy. Push your fighter so we can get this fight. And hopefully Crawford can make it out Saturday unscathed. But other than that, little small prospect fact, Inouye's cousin's fighting this Saturday. He has a brother that also won a WBC Eliminator. So the Inouye boys are pretty bad. So Inouye's cousin's also fighting on Friday, if you can find some weird Japanese bootleg string. But that's it. That's my final thought.
So my final thoughts are, I'm always gonna lose when I don't have the popular opinion. And I don't have the popular opinion, you know.
Just not factual.
Why would anyone agree with me when I'm lying? There's no way Gamboa are the best names on Crawford's resume.
Oh,
that isn't true. That is not true. It's also not true that Kell Brook would beat both of those guys. That's also not true. Lamont Peterson beating both of those guys is also not true, because some would argue that Lamont may have a tough fight with Horn.
We still got
I didn't know we were sharing final thoughts.
Oh, my bad.
Did you do yours?
Right? Might be trying to sneak in there, man, giving shout outs.
Yours? Because we can let you go. Know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. That's how you lose. Oh shit, I got a Charlie horse. Ain't that a bitch?
God don't like ugly.
They trying to help you out. That's how you lose the arguments, you feel me? It's like you don't have the popular opinion and you're not telling lies, so why would they believe you? You know? It's not like Earl had a fight and then all of a sudden called out Crawford. No, he's without a fight calling out Crawford. He's without a fight discrediting Crawford. He's without a fight saying Crawford has fought no one and that he would beat everyone Crawford fought.
Ooh.
So, I don't know. It was up to Crawford's team to make that offer. Hopefully.
Hey, no look good on you.
Hopefully, if Mike convinced me to do this fight chat, is going to be solely based on some sort of bet that we're going to have to make that Crawford doesn't call out Earl in the ring.
Ooh, do it.
Maybe post-fight when a reporter's like, oh, you want to fight Earl Spence next? But not when whatever version of Jim Gray and Larry Merchant or Max Kellerman walks up to him and says, so what do you want to do next? Crawford's going to say, I'm going fishing. Find me on Snestigates. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NSGTO.
And real quick, if y'all want us to do a live fight chat, don't matter when y'all do it, smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. You can do it right now. You can do it in the past. You can do it in the present. Don't matter. Rewind that motherfucker right quick. Smash that bitch. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, help us out, and we'll help you out.
Hey, yo, you said you did a live fight chat on Spence Combo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a wrap. Now you got to do one. If you
Whose
did one for
idea
that.
was that shit?
I think it was like I wasn't here for that one, I don't think.
Hey, mandatory or not, if you did a Spence Ocampo, you got to do a Crawford now.
And this fight at least got bad blood in it.
We knew.
Yo, he's still pitching that bad blood shit. But nobody else's bad blood matters. Only that one.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, I'm of the mindset, and I'm from a spot where you call a man a bitch, then you call your mama a bitch. Something got to go. Some got to happen, homie. Something got to happen.
Except when there's money involved, right?
I mean, I'm saying something got to happen
earlier in the show.
In the ring, though.
You
in the ring.
Exactly. And Luis Ortiz wants to settle all the words, all the name calling in the ring. But earlier in the show, you said, "Oh no, Whyte got options. Why would he fight Luis when he just got to wait for AJ?" Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm saying like why would he do it? But at the same time, if he don't do it, you duck it. I mean, you put it out there. So
that fight needs to happen. That's like the second most important fight to make.
But Ron G, if it happens though, Ortiz is going to be the UK public is going like, I want to see Ortiz fight Anthony Joshua in April.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the most important because you get shared opponents.
Promoter is Mike.
I need to be a fucking public relations person or something. Cause my God,
this shit. We was on his. I'm out of here. Peace.